Welcome to Kranky Live, the show where bold minds meet real talk. This isn't your average sports or news show. It's where we break down sports, culture, and controversy with facts, fire, and fearless honesty. Yet truth cuts through the noise and hype gets exposed. From football to track and field, from world issues to local debates, we ask the tough questions, speak without fear, and go deeper than the headlines. We don't follow the crowd, we set the trend. While others recycle the same tired takes, we bring fresh insight, unfiltered analysis, and bold perspectives. No echo chambers, no puppet talk, just real conversation for people who think for themselves. Listen with your brain, not just your ears. Think critically, question boldly, and speak freely. This is Kranky Live, where reason rules the mic and truth always win. Come on, let's get into it. Good afternoon. Can you guys hear me on the YouTube land? I can tell you I'm not ready for this, right? Johnny Powell, Juras, you can't hear me? Let me know if you can't hear me. Boy, I'm way behind, way behind. Let me know if you guys can hear me first before I start talking. I was here trying to fix up something. Same thing that even set up right. I was here doing some work, trying to set up this thing. I'm still not set it up right. I'm still go live when I'm not set up right. Don't ask me how come, people. Don't ask me how come. All right, boy. I'm still at the work. I apologize, people, but still at the work. Still at the work. It's still not done. Enough fix at all. Enough fix. I try to fix it. What am I doing wrong here? Oh. I try to fix it, people. I'll fix it. I was trying to come here quickly because I know I'm behind time. I'm late. And the game is getting ready to start in a few minutes. I'm surprised I made it. I think that's a little bit better. Now, if you stay with me today, I try some new thing. And when I try a new thing, if you don't do it right, I've been working on this for about 2 hours, people. I didn't set up my TV screen yet. So forgive me. But we're here to watch the under 20 game. Bless up, people. Bless up. No, forgive me, but I've been working for this about 2 hours and time fly by when you're having fun. Trying to set up this thing a certain way and still not right. But nothing can stop the show. You know one thing to go. Can't stop the show. Looking forward to today's game though. Between Jamaica and Canada. It's for the top of Group C. Now I'm never oversleep, Dean Fraser. I've been working for the last 2.5, 3 hours. Myself and ChatGPT and are fighting this entire 2.5 hours. I decided to do something different. My screen, so my screen kind of look different. Try set it that even done right, people. I do some little creative thing to make it look good. I try to get the scoring and everything. Let's hope it works out. Because, when you go through all them trouble you have to do them thing, I hope you get good benefit. So I'm about oversleeping now. No, I've been ready. What I wasn't ready for is how long this was going to take to get done. I wasn't ready for that. But let's go with, you know what? We jump into it. We only have 9 minutes before starting time. Here the starting lineup for both teams. At least you look, I'm on the right channel. And those of you who watched the last game, Jamaica did what it did in the previous game, which is escape by the skin of its teeth. You want to say that? It's a Jamaica term. But it got through and has 4 points, which I think should be enough to get to the next round because it's a top 2 team in each of the 3 zones along with the 2 best third place finishers. You'd expect, given Jamaica has 4 points, Honduras has 1 and Panama has 1. Now, Jamaica has to be very careful in this game because you could see a scenario where if Jamaica get beaten by Canada and either Panama or Honduras win by a certain goal difference margin, it becomes a problem for Jamaica. So Jamaica has to ensure that it keeps Try to win the game, but don't lose it by too many games if you're going to lose it. Be smart about the game. And by the way, people, as you come in, just hit the like button. I'd appreciate it. So these are the lineup. Now, interestingly, the last game, we have been having this conversation about whether or not the coach knows his best lineup. I am not convinced that he does. So last game, as you can recall, and by the way, JFF is supposed to send out the lineup to us so-called media. Them just send it, people. Somebody asleep on the job. Because that's why I never have it, put it in my own format. Because I don't want to take anybody else's format, put my own format and put it out. Them just send it out. If you remember the last game, it's a similar starting lineup except for who we have here. Young started the last game. Scott started the last game. So those two aren't started. Jump didn't start. Lyle didn't start. And Campbell Dennis didn't start. So those three are in this lineup. And I think last game, Gardner started. He's not starting this game. Now, there's a lot of contention about, and by the way, the teams are coming out to the field, about whether the coach knows his best lineup and he's making mistakes in picking the team. I can't judge what it is, but for the players that I've seen, I think Campbell Dennis is a cut above whoever is playing in this position. And I think Lyle has shown that he deserves to be on the field. Right? And Jump played well last game. So I don't know what the situation is with the coach in terms of how he makes decision, how he determines who should be playing. Some people have the theory that it's a tournament, so you got to rotate your players. I don't think I saw that in the World Cup. I think in the World Cup I saw people playing their best team, and if certain players didn't play well, they replaced them. Well, he's done that in these games. He brought Campbell Dennis in, who I thought was one of the better players in the last game, even though he played only one half. I thought Gardner started out well, but faded somewhat. Didn't get enough service. And when he switched wing with Scott, that didn't work out very well. So you hope that changes, right? You hope that changes. And we hope that the team plays well in this game and that we don't have the situation in the last game whereby we could have been down 5-0 in the last game in the first 35 minutes. If you can recall the game, they just sort of walked through us. Our defense was all over the place. It wasn't organized. Players were out of position. We seem to have a problem on the left side of the field. So even though we made changes on the right side, we have a problem on the left side of the field. What do I mean by that? Which is, go look at the goals that's been scored, the 4 goals that we have given up. Most of those goals come from the left side, the opponent's right side. And even then, the goal that was scored the last game where the player was just barely offside, that was also from that side of the field. So either we're not getting enough support from our left winger, or the center half and the left back and the left midfielder are not coordinating really well. Not coordinating well at all. And that showed up in that game. So let's hope that things change for this game. Let's hope the coach have had some talk with the players. Let's hope they've gone through some drills where they operate as a defense. They come out as one. They go back and come forward as one versus as separate, distinct parts and end up being challenged. So looking forward to the game. Should be a good game, but looking forward to it. Now the stadium again is not even half full. It's a pretty decent sized stadium, but one side has these. Now I'm seeing 2 different views. They have more attendees today than during the week, maybe because it's now weekend. So what you call the like grandstand in Jamaica? Well, they have covering on both sides, actually. So you can't even call it a grandstand construct. Well, a grandstand would be in Jamaica, which is closer to the screen, because that's where the camera is situated most times. It has a halfway decent amount of people. So, and you're in Mexico, people should be loving their football and should be attending the game. Jargons, bless up, Dean Fraser. How you doing, Peter? Bless up. Drew Ross. And people, as you come in, hit the like button. I apologize for being late, but I was sitting here working, trying to set up my screen a certain way, and it just wasn't setting up. I must have gone through it. I thought I had it set up, had something wrong. I changed it, and that change took an hour to try to rectify. It didn't work out. Who Jamaica faces depends on where they finish. We have no idea. Jamaica could finish anywhere from first to third. So the way you have the three group winners will play, obviously the worst opponents that come forward. It's gonna be interesting how that works because you're gonna have three winners, three second place team, and two third place team. So I assume they do it by seedings, which is the players who the team that come third would play two of the first place team, and then the worst place second team would play the other first place team. Mexico and US seem to be going to be the ones in first place for the other zones. This zone is open. So we'll see what happens. What do you mean face Canada? We're playing Canada now. What do you mean face Canada, Ricardo? What does that mean? I'm confused. Elaborate. So Jamaica having fun at Commonwealth Games. Hey, so people, I don't usually get nervous watching sports. I get perturbed, probably more than nervous. I would admit I was nervous today. You may ask, what are you nervous about? I can't believe I was nervous about this. So maybe because it's never happened, at least I haven't seen it happen before. Jamaica was playing Australia in netball. Now, Australia has made every single final they've been in the last 10 Commonwealth Games. They made all the finals. And Jamaica really beat Australia. And I was watching the game. I was watching it. I was watching it and it said Jamaica up by 4. I thought it was the fourth quarter. I didn't realize it was first quarter. I'm like, okay, they're going to win. And I came back in second quarter and it game's not over. I'm like, damn, I can't watch this. So I kept going back and forth. The peep around the corner? I'm peeping to the score. But eventually they held off. Australia came back, almost tied it, had the last shot, didn't make it. So Jamaica will play New Zealand in the final, which is good. Well, Jamaica having a goal fest at the Commonwealth Games, a medal fest, I should say, including goals. A lot of goals, especially in the 1 through 4 events. We won gold in men's 800. How'd that happen? I thought what's his name finished fourth in his heat. Anderson. Really? Anyway, let's focus on the football. We can come back to track and field at another point in time. Let's hope we play smart today. That's the most important thing. We got to play smart. Have to play smart. What score are you predicting, people in the chat? Let me know what score you're predicting. The game is almost off. What score you're predicting? Is 0-0? What score are you predicting today? Canada started off fast, real fast already. Jamaica won the tackle. Good tackle, ball play upfield, trying to go long. Ball out of bounds. Let's hope we're not also just going long all game. If we go long, give our forwards a chance to get the ball. Both Bell and Nolan. Okay. I see what you're saying. Interesting. So you're not giving us a chance to beat Canada. Okay. And you're saying the third place team in the next zone will be better than us. That's not very optimistic, Ricardo. Bless up, Flash G. How you doing? Ricardo said 3-1 Canada. And by the way, the national team coach, Jesse Marsh, is the coach for the under-20 team. That shows you the strategy that they're employing, which is they want the team to probably play very similar. They want the coach to implement his strategy and his style of play across Canada. They started with the under-20. I wouldn't be surprised if he coached the under-17 too. At some point. I know they lost to Jamaica. Jamaica went to the World Cup, but Jamaica coming forward. Howell with the ball, control wide. Has Lyle, and instead of passing to Lyle, he tried to dribble and over dribbles. Jamaica has won it back, coming forward. They can go wide. They got to calm down, though. He has an easy pass wide, and he's trying to force it out to Bell. Jamaica in possession. I like how jump play actually. And someone was calling the other day said his family is a family of footballers, 3 generations so far that I'm aware of. Jump with a good ball forward. Bell try to shoot. Good save by the keeper. Really good shot by Bell. Need a little more power. Try to go far corner. Jamaica is pressing. Maybe they learned something about Canada. Jamaica coming forward. Howell. Howell plays it out to Lyle. Ball out of bounds. Throw into Jamaica, it seems like. Jamaica started off really well. Much better than did against Panama. Bad turnover there by Ben. Not sure who he was seeing that pass. And here comes Canada. Really bad turnover by Ben. I'm not sure who was trying to pass that ball to. And Jamaica was in attacking position. Give that up. Followed by Young. This Young rushing in and not rushing in with his head on his shoulder, just rushing in, just a rush shake. Here comes Canada. They're in dangerous position. Try to go through. Ball played out. Ball against Headley. Yeah, Jamaica is scrambling defensively. Canada is thrusting a lot of players forward. When Jamaica defend, they got to defend more composed. Not defending smartly, in my view. They're all over the place. The midfield has to organize. Howell and Jump need to organize the midfield and be able to protect the defense. Miscontrol by Headley, looking at the field as if it bounced badly. You should be used to that. Jamaica fields are not that good. Why are we showing me Austin versus showing me the ball? Ball out of bounds. Looks like it's a throw-in or a corner to Canada. The cameraman just decided to focus on Rudolph Austin versus on the play. By the way, if you just join us, please hit the like button. So corner to Canada. We are in the 4th minute of play. As you can see on the screen, it says 3:26, but it's actually 4. The screen is a little bit slower. I think SofaScore, where I'm getting my feed from, is somewhat slow. Yeah, possibly. Possibly Flash G. Gotta make sure they mark up good in the box though. Poor corner. Out of bounds. I'm not sure what. Who was that actually? That was Jump. I'm not sure what Jump was doing. Played off for another corner. A lot of discussion with the referee. Not a corner. This is a good corner. Jamaica pressuring Canada in possession. And just outside the box, coming forward, shoot. Blocked by Jamaica. I think Jamaica's athleticism will help them against Canada more than against Panama, actually. So looks like another corner to Canada. Canada's a very diverse team. I know the United States team didn't have too many blacks on the under 20, actually. The senior starting team, the last game was about 7, even though 3 of them probably born overseas, but Canada seems to have more, and bet some of them probably have Jamaican heritage. Corner to Canada. A lot of talking by the referee. I'm not sure what's happening. I think having a conversation with Bent. Bent need to be careful. Don't do anything to make the referee want to call something. Corner to Canada. Ball over a dangerous corner, headed up by Jamaica. Here comes Canada again. Jamaica under pressure. Out of bounds. Goal kick to Jamaica. Jamaica has to settle down. I think, as I said, I think Jamaica and Canada is not pressing. Jamaica can give Canada a very difficult time, actually. Turnover by Campbell Dennis there. Throw into Canada. 7 minutes in. Score tied at 0. Here comes Canada again. Have men running outside. Elbow in the face of, is that Lau? Nolan turns it over. A lot of touch. Here comes Howell down the line to Nolan. Nolan has man one-on-one. The chance to beat him and go inside. Nolan trying to get by him, goes by him in the box, turns it back, plays it out to, I should play to, shot by Young over the bar. Goal kick to Canada. I think Jamaica could have made more of that play, actually. Kranky, FS2 is going to be ahead of your feet. I'm watching FS2. I am on FS2, so I'm not sure why FS2 is ahead of me, because I'm on FS2. But I'm watching in my studio, and I think what happens is the studio is probably more of a stream, and the cable is in my living room is probably showing it more real time, probably 30 seconds late. But I am watching FS2 on Verizon. Follow it against Jamaica, free kick to, bless up Ted Dexter, free kick to Canada. Referee having a lot of conversations, a lot of different people at different points in time. A lot of conversations. He's sending somebody off the field, it looks like. Not, maybe he doesn't have the right shin guards or something. Must be. Canada trying to trick free kick, but it's too long, out of bounds. Goal kick to Jamaica. 9.5 minutes in, score tied at 0. As you come in the chat, people hit the like button. Jamaica come forward. Campbell Dennis in possession. Goes across field to Young, who goes out to Jump. Jump plays at the bent back to Jump. No pressure from Canada. Nolan come in, just trying to get a touch. Plays it back to Jump. Goes across field. Canada pressing with one player. I'm not sure what that's about. They're trying to prove with that type of pressing, but not much pressing. Lyle get dispossessed, but he's fouled. He's down. Not happy. Jamaica turns it over. Bad angle taken by Young, but able to hold his man up. Here comes Canada again. They have numbers, but really good play by, I think that's Campbell Dennis, it looks like. Out of bounds, should be a throw-in, yep. Really good play by Campbell Dennis, who's slight of frame, but pretty quick and does make very good decisions. We're in almost 12 minutes of play. Scores is still tied at 0. Canada having the better possession so far and better attacks, at least more in Jamaica's danger area than we have been so far. Nolan trying to find Bell, and he's chopped down. Free kick to Jamaica. We just have to spread out and try to have more triangles, actually. Not seeing enough of those. Bless up, DC. How you doing? Oh, okay. Yeah, he probably doesn't have the shin guards that he should, actually. That's normally where you get sent off. We need to settle. That's not been happening. Jamaica coming forward. As Headley goes all the way back to his keeper. Grant trying to go long. Headed up by Canada. Almost won it back, but Canada recovers. And now one back by Lyle coming forward. He had a chance to go across with Dennis and didn't. He should have taken it. And Dennis was in attacking position. Now they have to go all the way back and come forward. Now, what I've seen for Canada so far, I think Jamaica has a chance to beat them. Ball headed up by the keeper, was outside his box. Here comes Young. He goes back to Bent. I think Jamaica has a chance to beat Canada. I'm not impressed by Canada so far. As it relates to like an Honduras, who were really, really good. Ball inside. Oh, brilliant flick by Bell. Here comes Dennis. But he got overtaken by the defender. Really good play by number 11, Martinez. Dennis was ahead of him, and he caught up to Dennis. Good play by Martinez. A brilliant flick by Bell. Bell does have a lot of good touches. Ricardo, you're too nervous, but Canada go score eventually. I think Jamaica can beat that team, man. And you know I'm not the most optimistic person. I think Jamaica can beat them. Just gotta play smart. Don't overcommit. When you press smartly. Dennis needs to settle down, but a while ago when Dennis went to that ball, his center half has to give him an option to play the ball back to him. Has to sprint around to give himself a chance to get the ball so he just needs to clear it up for you and relieve the pressure. 15 minutes in, score tied at 0. Canada coming forward. Really good ball into the box. Here comes Canada. Ball play out for throw into Canada. I'm not sure why Dennis didn't try to get that ball upfield. He just played out for a throwing. That's safer, but he had a chance to play upfield. Here comes Canada again. Seemed like ball was either out of bounds or a foul, but it turns over to Jamaica. Jamaica team has improved from the first half of the Panama game where they were atrocious. They played well in the second half. Were much better than Panama, and now they haven't started off badly. Haven't done much in the final third. Haven't got much in the final third. Being pressured more by Canada, but it's not like they're being totally overrun. Canada not really pressing. They started defense in the middle of Jamaica half. So they're trying to ensure Jamaica doesn't get behind them. Headley trying to find Lyle. Young plays it out to Powell. It's going to go all the way back to the keeper. I think the midfielders will get the ball, or the defense. You got to bring the ball up the field. Let the forward commit to you so you can get a man out the play. If you're trying to pass from deep and everybody's backed off, they have more chance to recover and get to the ball. You have to be comfortable on the ball. Bring it up to the forward. Let him come pressure you. Then the space open up, like the keeper is doing. If you try to play it out too early, all they're going to do is just pick the ball off because you're trying to pass on the ground. You're not going over the top. So they get time to get it. And if you pass it too hard, they're going to have a problem controlling it. Jamaica coming forward. It is Brown all the way back to Grant, who goes to, is that Headley? Or is that Bend? Can't make the face out. I think it was Headley. Back to Jaquan Brown. Try to go over the top to Howell, who tried to chest it, but that didn't work. Good pressure by Jamaica. Throw in to Canada. Foul against Jamaica. The referee called foul against Canada because he was holding the defender. Good call, referee. That happens a lot in football. Normally the foul is a bit more cute when they hold you. They tuck their hands in, but that hold was pronounced right in front of the referee. Free kick to Jamaica. 18 minutes in, score still tied at 0. The field is not that. The field looks good, but it's not that good. The ball is uneven bounce, especially where you see Jamaica has the ball now, in the middle of their area, and they got to be very careful with the goalkeeper because that ball is not bouncing pure. Okay, Grant trying to go long, headed up by Canada. Jamaica coming forward. Bell tried a back heel, out of bounds, thrown to Canada. Well, you said cheer for the kids. They have nothing to do with the organization. If you just join us, we are observing, watching, partaking of the game between Canada and Jamaica under 20. Score tied at 0. Game not very fluid, I should say. Cross by Canada, headed up by Jamaica. He head the ball down. You got to head the ball up if you're a defender. You can't head the ball down. The first thing to teach you in football, if you're a defender, you head the ball up. If you head it down, somebody can control it and shoot to your goal. Head it up and give you a chance yourself to recover. But ball out of bounds, goal to Jamaica. 20 minutes in, score is still tied at 0. Jamaica trying to come forward. Ball to Bent, crosses in the box. Goal! Jamaica. Great ball over the top. Into Bent. Cross, and Nolan, as usual, is there. 1-0 Jamaica. Or is it Nolan that crossed it? Am I getting them confused? I think Ben crossed and Nolan topped it in. 1-0 Jamaica. As I said before, I can see teams play, see how they play, and know their quality. I was not impressed by Canada. Great ball over the cap. Has to be Campbell Dennis. Finds Ben to cross, and Nolan, as a center forward should be, he's always right there. Always right there. On his left foot, taps it in. 1-0. Brilliant ball by Campbell Dennis, who I don't understand how he was ever on Jamaica's bench. I don't get it. I don't get how he didn't start the last game. Came on second half, was brilliant. So that's what I'm talking about, people. When you pass the ball over the top, you have to give your team an opportunity to get to the ball. You have to give your opportunity to get to the ball. You can't be in a position where you play to the top and you go right to the defense or the goalkeeper, and then you're trying to play defense again. And Campbell Dennis made a brilliant pass. Jamaica need to calm down, though. They're trying to play defense. They're too aggressive. Need to be more calm. Don't get too excited because you scored. Canada around the box. Lots happening. Out of bounds, throwing to Canada. Jamaica is getting too frantic. Need to settle down. You scored. They have to get frantic. You don't need to get frantic. We're in the 22nd minute. Jamaica 1, Canada 0. Don't get frantic. Play your game. Jamaica needs to play his game. Don't get frantic. Don't get caught up in this. Just play your game. Ball over the top, headed out by Jamaica. I think Ben could have left that one and picked it up. Throwing to Canada. Canada feeling the urgency. With pressure by Jamaica. Cross into the box, headed out by Jamaica. Not totally out. Does now. Shot over the bar. Goal kick to Jamaica. We are in the 23rd minute of play. CONCACAF U-20 Championship. This is Group C. The winner of this game will win the zone or win the group. Looks like we're having a break. Is this hydration break? Looks like it. What are you guys' thoughts on hydration break, people? You believe in hydration break? Or are you from the 1940s where you think we should eat orange at halftime? See, Ricardo, the game is still a long way to go. When we played Canada, Panama, they were up 2-0 and dominating us. We came back and win. So I don't want to prognosticate too early in terms of the end of this game, but Jamaica is always more physical than Canada for some reason. And not necessarily more than the Latin Americans team, which you would think they're much bigger than them, but somehow Canada probably have some like a preppy people in their squad. Not used to physicality. Yes, I think the thing about Campbell Dennis I talked about last time was his passing. His passing is very, very good. Is for a right back. Normally a right back, they boot it down the field. He plays more like a midfielder than a right back. I know he plays midfield also, but he plays like a midfielder. Doesn't play like a right back. And that composure allows him to be able to do good passes. And it was a very, very good cross by Bent, actually, for Nolan to tap in. I agree, Flash G, but some people are totally against that. It's interesting, the Canada defense. The center half ran to Bent, and the other two defenders were nowhere to be seen. They're way behind Nolan. Yeah, well, normally the sun is hot this part of the world in the summer. Real hot. By the way, people, if you just came in the chat, I don't think it's okay for us to have 106 people on the stream and only 38 likes. That means you don't like the host for some reason. I don't know what he did to you. But whatever he did, he apologizes. Please forgive him. And please hit the like button while you're doing so. While you're in your forgiveness mode, just hit the like button. Well, if I keep the line up on the screen, it's kind of blocking out some stuff. All right, I'll do that. I don't want to see me. You don't want to see me. You don't want to see me. You don't want to see me Flash G. You don't want to see me Flash G. So if you come up by the screen, let me know if you guys can see that lineup actually, the way I have it now. If it's too small, I will enlarge it. As you can see on the screen, by the way, below me, right below my mic, you can see the score. It's 1-0 Jamaica. And we are in the 26th minute of play. So my stream has gotten slow, actually, people. The Canada goalkeeper is way off his line. I think Nolan can score another goal with him off his line again. I'm not sure why he's doing that, but he's off his line quite a bit. Here comes Jamaica again. Bell has it, has numbers. Shoots, try to shoot from there. No, Bell had a chance to take his man on. Not sure why he tried to shoot there. Good pressure by Dennis. Good play by Bell. Canada wins it back, trying to come forward. Jamaica really very aggressive, very aggressive. I hope they don't burn themselves out. Brilliant move by Bell between the nutmeg salad. I don't think you want to call it. Ball play out to Lyle. Lyle comes inside looking to shoot. Shot. Not a bad shot at all. About a 35-yarder just past the post. Not a bad shot at all. Needed a little more direction. He had time and space. Ball over the top, throw into Jamaica. If you just join us, this is Jamaica versus Canada. I don't know to my stream, but my scoreboard time now is ahead of my stream. I can't do anything with the stream. Here comes Jamaica, jump, look like he got fouled. And here comes Canada again. Not a good turnover by jump right there. Canada coming forward. Oh, it's outside the box, looking to shoot. Brilliant turn on Howell. Don't foul him. Play up by Jamaica. And Canada comes again. Nola need to come a little bit deeper. He's too far up the field. A brilliant turn by finds Lyle. Lyle coming forward. Plays it over the bell again. He has time and space. He's such a skillful player. He's starting to do his dance. Plays it all the way back to Young. Young comes across field to Brown. Brown to Bent. Bent back to Brown. Jamaica now calming the game down. I think Austin trying to provide direction on the sideline. Telling them, slow it down. Let them come forward. Canada is afraid to press up on Jamaica because they're afraid for Jamaica to get behind them, which happened when in the first goal. So Jamaica just have to keep the ball. Let them come forward. Then you play around them. Don't be scared to do that. Just hold it. And Brown trying to go over the top. Not a good pass. Turn the ball over. Those passes have to be where you're putting the opposition in danger when you go over the top like that. I think Jamaica has to have some conversation about the goalkeeper, who's always way off his line. Just go over the top, right between the last man and the goalkeeper. There's an opportunity there which they should try to exploit. Canada in possession, trying to come forward. Playing pretty slowly and very deliberately. Brilliant combination by Canada. Ball down the line, but good read by Brown. Shielded out of bounds. What happened? Oh, okay. I thought the ball was out of bounds. The player crossed it in, and I wonder how close that was actually. Let's see what happened. It was just out of bounds. That was not a good decision by Brown and Grant there actually. Got to make sure you shield the man off. Can't give him a chance to play the ball. That could have been disastrous. Jamaica coming forward again. Brown back to Grant. Has Headley wide. Gonna come back to Brown. Jump, come all the way back. Jamaica being very smart. Hold the ball, let them pressure you. And you have outlet. You can go back to the keeper. You can go back to one of your defenders. Now, what Jamaica should do, one of the midfielders need to come behind number 17 forward line. Just go a little right or left of him. Force the defense to make a decision. They come pressure you. You can go over the top. They don't want to come pressure you. You play around them. Ball play out to Headley. He's probably going to go long. He goes to Dennis. Not a good pass at all. Not a good pass. Canada's trying to play coy. What they're trying to do is pick off Jamaica. Here comes Jamaica. Howell trying to find Nolan. Out of bounds should be, but picked up by the keeper. Howell trying to go between the lines to find Nolan. He's been covered by two defenders. Ball turn over to Canada. And here we come again. Here comes Canada again. 31st minute. Jamaica 1, Canada 0. Goal scored by Nolan off a feed from Bent. And a pre-assist by Campbell Dennis. Ball over the top by Canada. Play out of bounds by Jamaica. Throw into Canada. Jamaica cannot afford to lapse. Canada coming forward again. Crossing the box. Should be picked up by Grant, the goalkeeper. Joshua Grant to Jaquan Brown. Brown to Young. Young coming forward. Young who plies trade in Portugal. Flicked by Bell. Bell again to Howell. Howell heads over to Nolan. Nolan back to Howell. Howell has Lyle wide. He goes back inside. Goes inside. He had a chance to roll the ball into Nolan. He tried to dribble it. What is Howell doing? He had a chance to really put Canada away. Just roll the ball into Nolan. Why is he trying to dribble again? He made a brilliant turn inside. He decided not to go to Lyle, who was open. Just roll it to Nolan. He's running off the defender. Why are you trying to take another touch? Decision making, how it has to improve. When you're in such dangerous position, you got to make the right decision. It's an imperative. Jamaica is playing one-on-one the defense. And good tackle there by, I think that was who? By Headley. Throw into Canada. All he had to do, a yellow card by Jesse Marsh getting all excited. He doesn't like the physicality. Stop crying, Jesse. It's a big man game. They're under 20. They're not under 14 or 15. Stop crying on the sideline. Stop trying to influence the linesman and referee. That was a good tackle. There was no foul involved. It was hard, but it was fair. Howell pulled down. Should be a yellow card, referee. Referee, that should be a yellow card. Why are you complaining on Marsh? That should be a yellow card. That's a yellow card. Don't warn him. That's a yellow card. He stopped the break. I don't understand referees in this part of the world. So he lost the ball. The player's running away. He dragged him down. That's a yellow card in any football, even Pee Wee League. Anyway, he decided not to do so. We keep playing. This is jump. Goes all the way back to Headley. Goes back to Grant, his goalkeeper. He has that outlet. I don't trust the field, though. That bounce is not pure. Kids got to be... Oh, they talk to them about this, actually. You got to be very careful when you're controlling the ball. You can bounce over your foot or under your foot. Especially the goalkeeper. Ball play out to Headley. Canada not pressing. I'm not sure they're afraid of the sun or what it is, but their defense is starting in the middle of Jamaica's first half. Then they come hard. But they're not doing it smartly. They're not coming as a team. They're coming, the two forwards are coming, and then the rest of the team is not coming. So the press is not as effective as it can be. Not complaining about it, because then give Jamaica a chance to get out, but ball over the top, brilliant ball, head on to Lyle. Lyle's man one-on-one, has a chance to bamboozle him. Light in the box. Light in the box, goes inside. Oh, no, he missed that. Oh, my Lord. Oh, no. He did all the hard work. The goal is at his mercy. He tried to go for power. He just had to roll in the goal. He fake left, went right. Is open now. Oh, no. In fact, he probably should get another touch and go in the middle at the penalty box. Jamaica come forward again. Ball played out. Bell, they gotten two good chances. Didn't put him away. Wow. Lyle has to score that. He has to hit the target. In fact, he should take another touch. When he was there, just taking another touch. Just go back. Just one more touch inside. The goal is wide open. The keeper would have leaned one way. He has to score. Wow. Wow. Now, the linesman calling a foul. I don't know what the linesman's calling. It looked like Bell is wondering what the hell happened. The linesman seemed to be calling for Bell, but then, yeah, Bell had a chance a while ago. That was a big miss by Bell also. Jamaica got missed two very good chances, actually. Wow. That was a bad miss by Lyle, though. He's a beautiful footballer, though. But he has to do something with that. Here comes Canada coming forward. Jamaica is way behind the play. Nolan now trying to play some defense coming forward. Canada has space, time, and room. Good play by number 19, Brandon Bent. Canada coming forward again. Play up, Canada trying to go long, played up by Bent. Nolan just misinterpret the ball's direction. 36 minutes in, Jamaica up by one. Should have been up by about 2 or 3, frankly. Canada coming forward again, trying to go over the top. That header should never be there. That pass was too obvious, was too premeditated for the defender not to be closer to the forward. There was not enough power on the ball, but that's not good defending. That play was too obvious for them not to get back and be able to put the forward off and trying to get in a header on. But we're in the 36th minute. Jamaica leading by 1-0 and should definitely have been 2 up. Canada's defense is vulnerable. They leave space in behind. The pass over the top is there against them. And they're not even playing a real hard press to have that happen. Here comes Headley going over the top again, trying to go for the goal. He sends, we got to have more direction on that. The keeper is off his line. He's been off his line. So what they're doing, they're condensing the field. They start their defense about the 18 with the keeper. And the defense, well, they start the defense about the 18, in the middle, middle of the Jamaica half. And their defense ends at the beginning of the 18. So it's a very condensed field. Yet Jamaica's still finding space in behind, which shows you they're not playing it really well. Here comes Canada, trying to come forward. Jamaica should beat this team. I know they beat Panama 3. I know they drew with Honduras, but Jamaica is a better team to me than Canada. Canada can play a little more combination play. They're probably a little bit better coached. But Jamaica's physicality and skill should allow them to beat this team. It's not a very athletic team. Two player down. Is that Brown? Can't tell who the Canadian player is. That's number 17. Who is Vachia Palacio, who was supposed to be on the bench, not supposed to be starting. That's interesting. I think Brown sort of faked that. He ran into the man and decided to go down. By the way, people, if you just join us, please hit the like button while you're here. And share the channel too. And if you haven't subscribed, subscribe. Canada coming forward. 38 minutes. Oh, with Palacio again, he go wide on the wing. Being trapped by jump. Goes around jump. Ball plays out of bounds by Jamaica. That was too easy. Walked through Jamaica defense a while ago. Jump when he comes has to be smarter. Got to get your body between the man and the ball. Don't allow him to go around you that easily. Here comes Canada again. Jamaica dropping off. Jamaica has lost some of their zest and some of that energy they had earlier. Not pressuring Canada as much, especially when they get into the last third. That's unfair. They are better coached. That's why they can play the way they play. The under 17 was better coached too. Jamaica was a better team. Oh, brilliant save by Grant. Brilliant save by shot from outside the box by number 14, Arbin Madrano. A really good save. If you don't like me saying it was better coach DW, I can't help you. I know what I'm talking about. It's a really good shot and a really good save. Bless up Nitro, how you doing? Corner to Canada. We're in the 40th minute. And Jamaica's up by 1-0. Ball headed down by Canada. Played up by Howell. Canada plays it back in. Headed up by Canada. That should be a Grant. Grant comes for it. Missed it. Out of bounds. Corner to Canada. Grant has to come more aggressive to that ball. That ball was too long in the air for him to miss that ball, misjudge it. Could have come into the foul on that play. If you're the goalkeeper, you got to be more aggressive on that ball. It's too high in the air for you not to get it. Corner again for Canada. 41st minute. Jamaica 1, Canada 0. I think you're confused, DW. The coach has nothing to do with Rudolph Austin. Rudolph Austin doesn't coach most of these players on a regular basis. He just takes the national team when they play. You're confused. You have no idea what you're talking about. Most players in the national team are not coached by those coaches. They're more about strategy, guidance. They don't have time enough to coach them about the fundamentals of football, about a lot of different things. I don't know what you're talking about. I am not denigrating Rudolph Austin in one way, shape, or form. You don't have enough time with these players to coach them the way they should be coached. They all play for a different team, whether it's Houston, Toronto FC, Waterhouse, St. Elizabeth Tech. They all play for different teams. Yeah, but see, that's the thing, DW. The conversation is above you. Trust me, seriously. Not to denigrate you. The conversation is above you. You don't know what you're talking. The conversation is above you. Let's not have the conversation anymore. I'm talking something one way and you're talking down here. We're not going to have the conversation. You're right. Jesse doesn't have time to coach him either. I never said Jesse coached them. I never said Jesse coached them on a regular basis. So I have no idea what we're talking about. I'm talking about system and structure and organization and quality of coaches. And when you have a same system of play, a style of play like Spain has or somebody else has, Canada trying to build that. Don't take it personal. Jamaica coming forward. 42nd minute in. I don't know which national coach you see have time to coach a national team to play a certain way. I never told you that Canada, Jesse Marsh was the coach and he can coach them. I never told you that. Bless up, Stephen Namas. How you doing? Stephanamos. How you doing? Jamaica trying to go over the top. Good ball by Ben. Trying to control with the chest. Miscontrol. Here comes Canada coming forward. Ball played inside. Good recovery there by Headley, but Canada come again. Jamaica needs to settle down. We're a little bit discombobbled. Don't let him go outside you. Right. He's going to go right. He's going to try to cross it now. Over the top. Good cross. Here comes Bell. Bell can't hold in the box, Bell. Be careful. Good pressure by Bell, though. Really good pressure. Canada coming forward again. Trying to cross over the top. Out of bounds. Goal kick to Jamaica. When Jamaica go back defensively, I don't like the organization defensively when they run back. They're not running back with purpose. They're just running back to get to somewhere. There has to be, when you're running back, you're covering spaces, you're covering situations, you're covering zones, and you're covering people as part of those zones. You don't just run back and scrambling, especially when you have enough players back to allow you to be good. Jamaica coming forward, ball play out to Brown. He should just go long. Took too long, blocked out of bounds, throw into Jamaica. So why are you listening to somebody who's talking rubbish, DW? I'm talking rubbish as usual. And you're always talking sense. You're a brilliant person. You're talking a lot of sense, and I'm talking rubbish. I get it. I'm not going to fight with you. You're the epitome of intellect. It's a good thing. Here comes Canada. Good fight by Bell. Referee didn't call a foul on that? That's ridiculous. Canada coming forward again. Good play. Dennis has his man. Dennis is playing against a couple of good players on the left, but he has them locked up. He's a really good player. I really like his game. Canada coming forward. We're in the 44th minute. Canada keeping possession. 3 minutes of extra time remaining for the end of the first half. Canada coming forward again. Jamaica converging on the play. Got to be very careful here. Number 10 just spinning around. Not sure where to go. Ball over the top, headed out. Ball comes to Lyle. Misplay. Canada in the box. A lot of mumble jumble. Brilliant save there by Grant. Shot taken just out of the box. Really good save there by Grant. Hey, Jamaica is getting in the box. When they win the ball, they get discombobulated. It's a really good shot, actually. It looks slow, but it was on the ground. Difficult to see between a player's leg. It's a brilliant, brilliant save. Ability to get down, get low, and push it away from the post. Corner to Canada, we have 2 minutes remaining of extra time. Jamaica 1, Canada 0. Yeah, part of build-up play, Stephanos, is actually coaching, actually. A key part of build-up play and keeping the ball is part of coaching. So how you coach players to be able to play through the lines, what they do in difficult situations, how they make decisions, how they make the right decisions. That's all part of coaching, actually. We struggle. We've been struggling as a country, actually, when the defense releases the ball. So to get the ball to the 3 lines, to get the ball to the midfield and to the forward, We struggle to get the ball to the midfield and then get it upfield. And we have to learn how to do that. Here comes Canada again. Ball over the top, out of bounds. Really bad pass there. Throw into Jamaica. Jamaica needs to slow it down. There's 2 minutes remaining. Just need to slow it down. Just play the clock. Try to get to halftime. Try to recuperate. Try to recover. Try to get organized. That was a really good save and a really good shot, actually. Yeah, Jamaica is now just defending. We have lost our mojo. We have lost our organization. Here comes Lyle. Got by 2 men, and then turn it over. Throw into Jamaica to Bent. Bent should just go into Young. See Young wide open, taking too long to throw the ball. He's going down the wing. Young was wide open, trying to find Nolan, and then we're gonna turn it over. He had a chance there to find Young in the middle of the park, and he tried a ridiculous throw. Here comes Canada, turning, twisting, and into the box. Good play by Jamaica, though, to win it. And Dennis plays it out. We have played it 3 minutes. That's it, end of the first half. Good half by Jamaica overall. Difficult last 15, 20 minutes. We've lost our composure, and it showed in our play. But the most important thing is Jamaica is leading Canada by 1-0. As you know, people, I take my halftime break. It's only a minute, but I have to go into my lab and take a deep breath and come back out, and we can have some fun. All right, so I'll be back in 1 minute. As you know, I play my little, what am I talking about? My musical interlude. And then we'll be back. Halftime break. Full halftime break. We're back, people, from the halftime break. And if you're in the chat, please hit the like button. Please hit the like button. Please share the channel and please subscribe to the channel. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Thanks for being here. Clive Gordon said, Kranky, I don't feel good about the boys backline at all. Yeah, it's not really the backline per se, you know. It's the defending. What do I mean? So your midfield is your key part of your team. They help your offense going forward. They protect the back four. So the midfield is scrambling. When Young, Jump, and Howell are scrambling, then the defense feel vulnerable. And if they're not running back as a group or running or aligning as a group, then it becomes very, very challenging for them. And that's what you're seeing. They're scrambling going back. Now, they're playing more one-on-one defensively deep, which could be dangerous. But then again, you have to commit some men forward. I do think the strategy, though, today, I would say, of trying to go over the top somewhat, can work if it's done right. So when you win the ball in your box, you have to be aware of where you are and don't just kick the ball up the field because it's going to come right back to you. The game is on a number of channels. It's on Fox Sports 2. You know what? Let me give you the entire rundown of where the game is being played. Let me find that list so I could provide it. It's normally at the end of the list that I have here. I was watching the Arsenal game today against a Girona team, which is on Serie B. I watched the first half, but then this game was on. But I know they were leading 4-1 when I stopped watching. So the game is being broadcast on Fox Sports 2 and Fubo TV, VIX, and Fox 1. And let me see what in other countries. So in Canada, it's on Fubo TV and One Soccer. I think One Soccer is a popular Canada channel. If you are in Jamaica, it's on Disney Plus Premium Caribbean. If you are in, I don't even say the UK here, actually. If you're outside North America, you can watch it on CONCACAF YouTube channel, actually. But you need a VPN. If you're in North America, you want to watch it on the YouTube channel, you need a VPN. If you're outside, you don't need a VPN because your address would be outside. But if in the US, you have Fox Sports 2, Fubo TV, VIX, and Fox 1. If you're in Jamaica, it's Disney. And if you're in Trinidad, it's Disney. If you're in the Caribbean, it's Disney, actually. Disney Premium Caribbean. Canada is One Soccer and Fubo TV. I know I can't get my feet to speed up. You guys don't understand this. I'm watching, you know what? I am watching regular TV. This is not a stream. But I think the way Verizon has it set up is, yeah, I'm behind because if you look at my scoreboard is ahead of me. And I noticed that in terms of the time. So my setup is I have a Verizon cable and I only subscribe to cable because I don't stream because I watch football and I do Watchalong. So I hate being behind. But I have a little studio I'm in, and my little studio, it looks like the box I have here is a stream from Verizon versus just, even though it's a direct feed I have, satellite feed I have, the boxes you have outside the living room, which is the main box. Because sometimes I hear my nephew watching TV in the living room and his feed is ahead of me. So when they score against Arsenal, you can hear him shouting and happy. And I get perturbed because I'm watching the game and doing watch along. So I apologize, but I can't speed up. And that's one of the reasons why I don't cancel cable, because I hate to be behind. Probably the only reason why I don't cancel my cable, frankly. I don't like being behind doing watch along, but I can't help it in this case. So I apologize. But the score is on the screen, and my commentary may be behind you, which is always really bad if you're the commenting on the game and your stream is behind everybody else. It's awful. But I can't speed up my stream. And I'm gonna turn my TV off and turn it back on. Does that work? I can't even reset it. But just to comment on the game, actually, Jamaica should have been up by 2. Canada has not gotten really any real chance. He had a good shot that was saved by Grant. Let me see if I can pull up SOFA score and see if I can pull up the game. Let's see if this is it. So these are the stats. Let me see what they're showing on my screen. These are the stats. As you can see, it's 6 corners for Canada. Jamaica has none. 7 fouls to 5. Canada has more fouls than Jamaica. 5 free kicks. Jamaica has 7. 1 yellow card. Now, where are big chances? Why isn't this here? These stats are poor by SofaScore. Possession, Canada 54, Jamaica 46, which is not terrible. You know, Canada has more possession, but that's not terrible. Shots on target 3-2. Why don't I see big chances here? Because Jamaica had 3 big chances and put away 1. I don't see it. Am I looking at the right thing? Fox 1-8. Yeah. I'm trying to find it here. Again, Nolan has scored in every game so far. That's what you need to send a forward to do. Put the ball in the net. And he's been doing that consistently. And these are the standings for the group. If Jamaica hold on to this, they will win the group. They would have 7 points. Canada would have 4. And then we'll see what happens to the Honduras versus Panama game. That should be an interesting one. But in terms of big chances, Jamaica had, I'm going to call it a sitter. Lyle got the ball wide, got by his man inside, made himself really well set, had the goal at his mercy. Could even have taken another touch, and he shot wide. And then just subsequent to that, Bell had one on the edge of the box to the right, left of the keeper, right side for Jamaica. Tried to go far corner to the keeper's right, was not successful. So Jamaica will rue those chances because they had a chance to put the game out of reach, given the way the game is going. Obviously, we saw the game between Jamaica and Panama and how Panama dominated the first half. It wasn't even close. Jamaica went in. Rudolph Austin did a brilliant job of making the right changes. And you got the right outcome. But Jamaica was pressuring them late in the game. I think Bent had hit, was it Bent that hit the bar? Came across, and then Lal put a great ball in Headley's head, and he put it in the back of the net, and Jamaica smiled. 4 points. So it was funny. I was observing I think the JFF sent out a list of goal scorers in the U-20, and I'm going through the goal scorers, and I saw 2022, I forgot how much we had, a few, and then 2026, which is now, we had some. And I'm thinking, oh, they missed out on 2020. I'm thinking, well, every year it was a 2-year thing. So why is it that we're missing 24? Was it COVID? No, COVID was not COVID. Why miss? And then I realized we didn't score any goal in 2024. We got beaten 15-0. I just remember. So I say that to say this. It is, and by the way, the composition of the team was probably a little bit more local in 2024 because not as many, I don't think, U.S. located players or can-located players were on the team. There was more. There's one English person on the team, I think his name was Welsh, but it's mainly locally born players, right? Now, this team, which have some under-17 players and have a number of locally born players still, with mainly U.S. players, there's no comparison between the teams. None. Because last time we lost 3-0 to Costa Rica, 3-0 to Cuba, 9-0 to the U.S. We're all over the place. This team the players are better coached, even though I said earlier that I think Canada's a better coach team than Jamaica. I still think so. But they're a better coached team, more organized, playing much better. And the competition is not materially different. Costa Rica, Cuba, and U.S. versus Canada, Honduras, and Panama. I would say this is even a tougher zone than we had the last going around. Yes, last going around was a disaster. Now, this team dominated throughout the Caribbean in their qualification for this round, destroyed everybody else, bigger, faster, stronger, more skilled, more technical. This team has a number of players with the right skill set. I think the coaching needs to still improve the ability to play through the lines is not there. The midfield needs to improve. And I keep saying this, our inability as a country to produce midfielders is startling. So, Bell and Lyle are tricky, create challenges, create situation. Nolan is at 16, playing on the 20, is a really good goal scorer. Probably need to improve some of the aspect of his game, but he's a very good player. Looks like we're making a change, actually. I see a couple players running out. Number 9, and let me see what happened. But I do believe that some of these players have really good potential, and hopefully that materialize into them continue to go on, progress their career. Now we have number 5 is in, who is Kai McLean. I don't think he played before. You guys can tell me if I'm wrong. He's from Inter Miami FC. And there's another player, and I'm not sure we're off, actually. So let's see. You guys can tell me, because I can't listen to the stream. But we have made some changes. And everyone on the chat, if you're in the chat, we have 84 people, 85 likes, 168 watching. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe. And if you haven't subscribed before, please do so. And if you haven't shared the channel, do so I can get more viewership. I'd appreciate it. And thanks for being here. I appreciate you. And even you, DW, thanks for being here, DW. We're going to have our disagreement, because you're always trying to come hard at me. I'm going to come back hard at you. If you're still in the chat. Throw into Canada. Jamaica needs to regroup. Unless so the substitutes will change the game and allow us to play better. So McLean comes on. Look like Dennis is off. He must be injured. Here comes jump back to Howell. Howell is taken out. That's a bad tackle. That should be a yellow card, referee. No, Dennis is on the field. Now, who is he in for? Is he in for Young? I can't listen to this feed people, so tell me, Dennis is on the field. Young is on the field. Now, who is off? McLean is on. He's at number 5. So they move Dennis to the midfield. I see Jump is still on. Oh, so McLean is on for Jaquan Brown. Okay, Kai McLean on for Jaquan Brown. And he's going right back. Oh, he's a right center half. So they play basically it's almost like we play a two at the back, even though even though we'll see the right back come back, and both Bent and Dennis will come back. But it's really interesting setup, actually. Good play, good tackle by Jamaica. When the ball back, out of bounds, throw into Jamaica. And by the way, the lineup they have that Jamaica gave me is wrong. The lineup they gave me is wrong. Oh, I have, no, it's not. Did I have the right lineup? No, it's not the wrong lineup. So I pull up the wrong one, actually. I'm looking at something else on my screen. Nolan is off. I wonder if he's injured. That's interesting. So we have number 9 is on, who's a Giovanni Taylor from Ornate Gardens. So we have Brown is normally plays a lot. Normally is not taken out of the game. Here comes Lau. He plays down the wing to Taylor. Is he offside? He got to be offside. That's not a good run by Taylor. That's an awful run by the way. I have no idea what this conversation is about. Throw into Canada, or offside against Jamaica. Free kick to Canada. If you just joined us, we are in the 48 minutes of play. And by the way, my stream is 30 seconds behind. I can't help that. I apologize. I am watching cable, but somehow it's slow. I think Verizon, I got to talk to Verizon about that. I don't know what the hell they're doing. I'm not behind on my bill. Throw into Campbell Dennis. Taylor with a nice flick to Howell. Howell coming forward. He got to just cross it inside. He goes on the wing, looking to cross. Try to beat his man. He's being held. Plays it back to Bell. Bell go all the way across field, fire Lyle. Lyle is my one-on-one. This is a miss. He beats him. Try to beat him. Got dispossessed. Fighting back, trying to win it back. Got it again. Has a chance to come all the way back to Jump. Jump goes all the way back to Young, who comes across field to Dennis. Dennis plays that to McLean. Got a chance to go across field, and he plays bad pass. Oh, he gave away. Oh, good play by the keeper. McLean, you just come on the field and you're giving away a goal. Wow. That's a really bad move. Here comes Dennis. Dennis coming forward. Has space, has time. Trying to tuck it in behind to Lyle. That didn't work. It's a really bad play there by McLean. Really bad play. Not a good play at all. Almost gave away a goal. Grant did a brilliant job of recovering. Not sure what happened there, actually. He made a really bad play. Almost gave away a goal. I think I picked up the wrong thing on my list here. Comes Jamaica. Ball over the top. Out of bounds. I think he got a little bit nervous from that one play, actually. Hope he settles down. A really bad play. Almost gave that goal away. Here comes Canada again. Good tackle by Dennis. Out of bounds, throw into Canada. I hope Jamaica settle down in the second half and just play some good football. Canada coming forward again. Jamaica has it. Young plays it out to Lyle. Beats his man brilliantly. Plays out to Bent. He has options. He's going to go by his man. Brilliant move by Bent. Now he has time and space. He can settle down. Howell is there. He's not calling for it. Howell needs to go towards him so he can get the ball. I'm not sure why he didn't do that. That was a really good play by Grant, though. Here comes all the way back. Ball played out to Bell. Bell dancing. Beat his man brilliantly. Going down the wing. He's got so much trickery. He goes again. Being held. Dispossessed. Canada trying to play it out. Ball controlled by Dennis. And he comes all the way back to Jump. And Jump goes across field to Young. Young plays out to Bent. Bent has options. He has Lyle Wild. He's going down. He turns it over. No, Lyle gets it. This man is in the box. He goes forward. He's in the box again. There's a chance to cross. He crossed. Blocked by the keeper. There's nobody in the 18 to pick that up. Here comes Jump again. Jamaica applying the pressure. 52nd minute. 53rd minute. Jamaica 1, Canada 0. Jamaica applying the pressure. Just got to make some better decisions when they get in the final third. Nobody was on the 18 to receive that ball. That's where Nolan normally is. Nolan is making himself available. No one was there. Need Taylor to make himself available to receive that ball. Jamaican holding possession. Jump, CDM playing between the two center halves. Jamaica trying to go over the top, trying to find Bell. No luck. Here comes Canada. And Canada must be getting nervous now. They don't look like scoring. Jamaica really physicality and athleticism has really been a difference to me in this game. The ability to recover and put pressure on the Canadian when they're in possession. Canada, I see Austin talking to his coach. Not sure talking about making changes. But loose ball there, but Canada plays it out, headed out by Jamaica. Ball headed over to Howell. Can't get to it. Howell is too far up the field. I guess he's playing the 10 in this game, so maybe that's allowed. I think they play more 3 across versus him being a traditional 10. Because Jump and Young plays deeper. Good play by Dennis, wins it back to Bell. Bell trying to go between, trying to draw that ball, turns it over. Here comes Canada again. Good move. The man is wide. Ben need to get out there, taking too long to get out there. Good block by Jamaica. Plays it out, throw into Canada. Good defending by Jamaica. Jamaica now deep in its own half. Can't push yourself too far back, Jamaica. Turnover by Canada. Here comes Grant, plays it out. No, that's a missed kick right there. Played out by Jamaica by Jump. Headed out by Canada. Jamaica have a chance to break and display, you know. Howell with the ball. He has Lyle with him. Howell comes forward. And dispossess. Why is Howell dribbling? He's not even looking for the pass. He's just dribbling. Here comes Canada. It's 1-on-1 in the box. Looking to shoot. Trying to clear room to shoot. Try to shoot blocked. Howell just got to, when he gets the ball as a midfielder, your first objective is to know where you are. He's dribbling into no man's land. And they have a chance to counter there a while ago. Here comes Canada again. Gonna play 1-2 on the box. Looking to go in the box. Shot. Go. What happened? Is that a goal? Oh my Lord. That's a spoon shot. He scored. That's a spoon shot. The ball just bounced slowly and into the goal. Wow. That is crazy. I don't even know where that goal come from. What the hell? I don't understand that goal. I gotta see it again. So he has the ball in the box. He comes inside. The ball is blocked. It's go over. He was unsighted. That goal came from Howell. I know you guys are gonna say that's crazy, Kranky. We have a chance to defend. Because he had a break and he turned the damn ball over. He had Lyle with him, and instead of going, he did that in the first half 3 times. He dribbled into traffic. He turned the ball over. He put himself under pressure. Score is 1-1. You're the captain. You got to set the example. You can't just dribble like you ain't got no sense. That was a soft goal. Here comes Canada again. Coach may need to make some changes. He's not taking off his captain, but his captain sometimes deserves to be replaced. That's a bad turnover and a bad goal to give up. Really bad goal to give up, actually. If you just join us, we're in the 58th minute of play. Jamaica versus Canada. Score tied at 1. Really poor goal. Jamaica, which had the better chances, gave up a really poor goal. They're getting tired. Those changes have not worked. Here comes Jamaica again. And that's Howell again. I'm not sure. Nolan must have been injured to come off the field, actually. I assume it's an injury. Good pressure by Young. Turns over ball into Young over the top. Trying to find Dennis. Dennis plays it inside to Bell. Bell, good move. Wide open. Oh. That was an easy ball to put in the net. What the hell was... He's complaining and making a mistake. Like, I said he has to score that. He's trying to touch the ball with his right foot and the keeper is right there. He just had to chip the ball over the keeper. That was a simple goal to score. Jamaica is missing too many chances. They're going to rue those chances. It's going to be like Panama against Jamaica. They're going to rue those chances. That was an easy tap in. All you had to do was chip the ball up. All he had to do, that was Taylor. All Taylor had to do was chip the ball up. And he went with his right foot. All he had to do was chip it in the air a little bit. That was poor by Taylor. Bell had a chance first, but Taylor is in a position to just chip the ball in the goal. Corner to Jamaica. Out of bounds. Should be thrown to Canada. Jamaica's had some bad misses. Lyle missing the first half. Bell missing the first half. And now this miss. They probably have got more chances in this game than they've gotten in any other game in the tournament so far. Really a bad miss. The midfield has done much better since part of the first half with Young and Jump. Here comes Jamaica again. This is Bent looking for a pass, has none. Has Jump deciding, goes back to Jump. Jump come all the way back. McLean gonna go back into Headley. Yeah. Young get dispossessed. You can't get dispossessed there, Young. Here comes Canada. They're walking through. This is dangerous. Shot. Saved by the goalkeeper, by Grant. You cannot afford to get dismissed. If you're playing double pivot and you're one double pivot, you can't get dispossessed there. Here comes Howell plays it out to Bell. Bell coming forward. Oh, play between the legs. Bell 1-2 with Howell. Try to go back inside. He has a chance. He's in the box. He should shoot. He's there again. He's a shoot. Oh no, he has no left foot. You know, Bell remind me of, them Rocky Buddha people who can't shoot. Bell remind me of. Yeah, Rocky Buddha. He's just a very skillful player. Okay, he beat 1-2. Now he just has to settle. If he chop it back on the right foot, people, kind of on the left foot, the two people block him, It's simple. So Bell and Lyle, two very diminutive players, very skillful, and can't shoot. Yeah, the subs haven't worked. Those chances, I mean, he's at the penalty spot, people. So if you don't have no left foot, cut it back on your right foot again. Because all they might expect you to shoot to the left foot now. You beat two of them inside, come back on your right foot. If we lose this game, it'd be sad, seriously. We have to win the game to win the zone. We have to win the game to win the zone. That's very important. And frankly, we should be winning this game. Canada's not a better team than Jamaica. I'm sorry. They're not. They're better possession-wise. But in terms of the overall game, Jamaica's a more skillful team. I'm not going to say a more technical team. You got to be very careful with that word technical. They do a better job of keeping the ball, of playing through the lines, of playing through their midfield. But we should be putting this game should be done. It should be 4-1. It should be 4-1, people. You can't, I mean, when you have these small diminutive players, though, you shouldn't be surprised. Even though Lyle to get his on his right foot and he bushed it. Corner to Jamaica. But Bell is extremely skillful. Ball headed out. Comes out to Bell. He plays at the far post. Keeper punches it out. Shot. Side netting. Corner to Jamaica. That was shot by Lyle in the side netting, but pushed out. And corner again to Jamaica. On that play, if Lyle does what he normally does, which is fake the shot and draw it like he did against Panama, the box was full of Canadians, so it may be difficult to get it into an area for them to score. Corner again to Jamaica. So it's Lyle. Good corner, far post. We have nobody on the far post. Now, that's coaching. This is twice the ball has come over. They're good corners, hitting the far post, just outside the post, and there's nobody there. That's coaching. And that's what Hagrimson did brilliantly. I've watched Hagrimson when he was doing training with the team, and I was in Dallas, and he does a great job of set pieces. We have nobody on the far post. None. Everybody rushing the ball. Jamaica has a midfield. I think Jump is a good player. I think Young plays good defensively. I think Howell, look at Howell. He's always jogging. His game needs work. He doesn't know when to dribble and doesn't know when to pass. And he plays every minute of every game. Here comes Canada again. That's a bare handball. Free kick to Jamaica. 5-1. Who's 5, Clive Gordon? Who's 5? 5-1. Yeah, they're wasteful. Lyle is off. I don't like that change. No, who's on for Lyle? Lyle is off. I don't like that change. Scott is on. I don't like that change. I even don't like that change even more now. I think the coach has some pet in the team. There's some teachers' pet in the team. I'm sorry. I've watched Scott play the first 2 games. I don't understand the change. Now, hopefully he comes out and score. I don't understand the change though. Maybe he plays good in training because he ain't playing good in the games. I'm gonna stop crying and lose when the people them not lose. They're playing. They're in the game. Canada's not dominating this game. They have a chance to win the game. They gotta play smart. And changes gotta be better. I don't like the last change. Now you may need energy, but I've watched Scott the first 2 games, and hopefully he plays well. When you're that diminutive, you gotta have something about you. I don't know what it's about Scott. Bell and Lyle are very, very skillful. Right, when you're that size, you got to be skillful, else you don't have a role. Are you a good passer? I don't see it. But hopefully he comes down and do well. Here comes Canada again. They're dominating possession now. Jamaica are not having the ability to keep the ball. Canada coming forward. Ball plays out wide. Number 15, he goes back inside. Jamaica's too deep. Jamaica way too deep, way too deep. Way too deep. Shot over the bar. There's a good chance for Canada. Way too deep. And number 9 for them is a very powerful player. Number 9, who is Owen Graham Roach from Montreal. Or CF Montreal. Jamaica is playing too deep. Way too deep. Here comes Jamaica again. Ball out to McLean. He's going to go wide to Campbell Dennis, who plays it up to Bell. Trying to go back to Dennis. Does. Over the top. Good idea. Good idea. Picked up by Bell. He has him one-on-one. Cross in the box. Good cross. Oh, Taylor was there, but headed up by the defender. Really good head, actually. How was that? That should be a corner to Jamaica. Really good combination. The Dennis-Bell combination is very, very good, people. It was a good run by Taylor, actually. Good run by Taylor. Almost got there, but the defender got there. A little more pace on the ball, and he would have had a chance to head towards goal. I don't know yet. It depends on how the other zones finish up. I don't think that's been worked out as yet. The top corner to Jamaica taken by ball bounce in the box, played out, thrown to Jamaica. When you're taking corner in today's football, and look at how Arsenal does it, you put 4 men on the back post or 3 at the back post, put 1 on the center spot, 1 on the near post, and then what you do is you will keep 1 on the back post and maybe run 2 in. We run everybody in. In fact, we know everybody at the back post, and then we have nobody at the back post. If the corner is too long, it's not balanced. We are at hydration break. 67 minutes in, Jamaica tied 1-1 with Canada. I was going to say leading. But Jamaica gave a very soft goal. Very, very soft goal. But they're tied up 1. And the kids have played relatively well given their abilities. Still need a better job of how do we play between... There's been no combination or limited combination between Young, Howell, and Jump. That's your midfield. When there's no combination between in midfield, that's a problem. That goal was really soft. I'm not sure if Grant, but Grant was at his near post. Oh, you know what happened? He was cheating. He was at the near post. He was trying to go back in the middle. And the ball looked like it got deflected and fell inside the near post. It was a really soft goal. Really soft goal. Yeah, we don't know who you're going to play yet. Depends. Because your seeding is depending upon. So if Jamaica drew this game, they have 5 points. Canada have 5 points. Canada would win the zone because they have better goal difference. Then you have to wait for the Honduras versus Panama game because somebody they could finish on 4 points. And then they goal difference would matter. And then you're waiting to see if that any one of those teams win, how does it end up, which in terms of goal difference. And then after that, you got to think about, are you a third place team or a second place team? There's a lot of different permutations that have to be worked out first before you can determine who Jamaica will play. You'll only play Canada again if Canada win the zone and you finish as the last third place team. So there are 2 third place teams. If Jamaica was the second of the last third place teams of the qualification, then they probably play Canada. It's possible. It depends. Well, not even last third place, because if Canada win one of the zones and Canada, it depends on how Canada compared to Mexico and US who will win the other zone. I think it's too early to determine who you play. It's way too early to determine who you play. We need to have more outcomes first before you can determine that. Right now, we should be trying to win the zone. So there's another change being made, or is that a change or a jersey being changed? So we have number 17, I think he's changing his journey. That's Headley. Throw into Jamaica. Ball to Bell, who turns it over. Good pressure. Ball out of bounds. Throw into Canada. Or is it throwing to Jamaica? Throwing to Jamaica, sorry. Campbell Dennis with the throw. On the wing, trying to find Howell. Headed out of bounds by Canada. Back to Jamaica. We're in the 70th minute. Score tied at 1. Jamaica need to win the game. Ball thrown in the box. Young plays it out to. Is that Bell or Scott? That's Bell. He's dancing. He's trying to play it in ball in behind. Not a good pass. Here comes Canada. We need better movement up front also to allow the person with the ball to have options. Canada trying to go over the top. And he's in on goal. Shoots. Brilliant save. What a brilliant save by Grant. Again, Graham Roach got away. He had 2 defenders around him, and he got away from both of them. McLean was there. Headley was there. Over the bar. Did Grant touch it? I'm not sure if he touched it, but it was a brilliant shot. Yeah, he did touch it. Brilliant save. A forward should not be able to get through 2 defenders like that. He's big, he's strong, he's powerful. That's not good defending. One should be blocking him and the other one should be picking the ball up. Not good defending. Corner to Canada. Good corner. A lot happening. Players are down. Referee says goal kick. You don't know that, Reggae Boy, because you have no idea if you're going to finish second or third. So you don't know that. Right now we're in second position. If Honduras or Panama won by a certain goal difference, you never know. I doubt Panama can come back. They were down. They've got a 3-goal difference, but Honduras has a chance. They only lost 2-1 to us. We got to keep the score like it is or win the game. That's what we need to do. We have no idea what the permutations will entail in terms of who we play. Canada not pressing now. Canada doesn't have to press us, They just have to keep the score the way it is, and they win the zone. We need to play to win the game. Ball played out. Jamaica has it. Ball inside to Young. Young to Howell. Howell to Bell. Bell with a no-look pass. Trying to find Howell. Howell crosses. Not a smart. Howell doesn't make any good decision in the final third. Why are you trying to cross like that? All you have to do is stop the ball and pick a man out. He just rushes every play. He needs better coaching. Sorry, people. He needs better coaching. The decision making is atrocious. Here comes Scott trying to find Taylor. Howell gets the ball in dangerous position and just get to be a danger to himself. It's not he's playing too deep. He's getting the ball in good position, but he's not making good decisions with it. He dribbles when he shouldn't dribble, and he doesn't pass sometimes. Jamaica trying to pressure. Here comes Canada. Ball play inside, turnover. Headley had a chance to just... And Taylor ran over his man who blocked him and got taken out. And then complained and then tried to play smart as if he got hurt. Jamaica with the ball, McLean plays it out to Young. Young to Headley. Headley goes back to Ben. Ben plays it to Young. Young, good, very good touch into Scott. Scott back to Young. Brilliant combination by Jamaica. And then we just give the ball away. Like brilliant build up. And then you just turn the ball over. The pass was never there. But Scott also has to stay wider. Force the defense to make a decision. He was too in for that pass. If we stay on the touchline, there's much more room to get in the ball and much more grass out there for the passer to have options. Canada trying to go over the top, trying to go for goal. Not a bad attempt, actually. Grant was up for it, but not a bad attempt. Not a bad attempt at all. He could have been caught off his line, a little more height, and that would have been difficult. 75th minute in, Canada 1, Jamaica 1. Grant goes all the way across field to Headley. It's going to go long. It goes over the top to nobody. If you're going to go over the top, don't go so flat. You go over the top, you go flat, and that's caused problem on yourself. Here comes Canada in danger land, or enter the box, dancing. Get on the wing, come back inside. Good recovery by Bell. Headley going over the top, and he's going flat over the top. That's a recipe for disaster. Give the ball some height and give yourself a chance to win the ball. Corner to Canada. We're in the 76th minute. Jamaica 1, Canada 1. Jamaica lose this game or tie this game, they're going to rule all those sitters that they miss. Corner to Jamaica, taken by number 16. Dangerous corner. Keeper is on his line. And a good place to be. Referee says a handball against Canada, free kick to Jamaica. Oh, what is he saying? He's saying it's a penalty? Not sure what he's calling. What is he calling? Ball came over. Oh, the ball was headed onto Scott's hand. Nah, that's not a penalty. The ball was headed onto his hand. His back is turned. He can't do anything about that. But why is he jumping both his hand like that? Nowadays, you jump like like you're handicapped. Sorry. Like you're disabled because you can't go your hand all the way out. I don't know why. That can't be a hand. You say it's a penalty. Scott jumping with both his hands like this, people, like he's waving to somebody. But his back was turned, so that can't be a penalty. I don't know what we're doing here. His back was turned. He couldn't see what's happening. If your back is turned, you can't see what's happening. That makes no sense. He's saying it's a penalty. I don't know what Scott was doing, though. Why is his hand so wide? Come, VAR. Go show him, VAR. That's stupid. That's stupid, VAR. Come on. That makes no sense. You guys are ahead of me. What's they saying? That's not a penalty in anybody's book, in any football. His back is turned. He can't see what's happening. Wow. You give a penalty. That's bad. What is Scott doing anyway? Why is your hand like that? Does anybody jump like that, really? With your hand like this? That's bad, people. That should not be a penalty. That's bad. His head back is turned. That should not be a penalty. But Scott was not a good change. So sorry for the kid though. That's not a penalty in anybody's book. That's horrible. Wow. Go Canada. That's not a penalty. I'm sorry. But why is Scott hand so in a why is his hand that like why are your hand like this when you're jumping? That makes no sense. As I said before, wasn't a good change. I don't know what Rudolph Austin is thinking. You take off loud when you're better players. I have no idea what he's thinking. Jamaica team looks despondent. They should be. It was not a penalty, but you can't jump like that in today's football. Not very smart. Yeah, it's terrible. It's a good penalty though. That was horrible. Keeper dived the right way, but ball was in the corner. I don't know how you can give that a penalty though. The player's back hand is turned. That's like your hand is like this facing you. My back is turned. My hand is that you kick the ball. You hit the ball on my hand. And so that's a penalty? Really? But then why is Scott jumping with his hand like that? Well, the question is, why is Scott on the field? That's the first question. Somebody need to ask Rudolph Austin that question because he played poorly in previous games. He showed nothing that he should be on the field. I know he's a young kid, but Gardner to me was a better player than Scott. Not a glue for Jamaica. No Nolan on. And as I said, they're going to rule their chances that they missed. And it's coming back to bite them. Just like how Panama was against us, it's strange around in this game. I guess a Reggae Boy commentary, is that what the coach is doing? He's saving people? Can you keep telling me how the coach? He give me explanation or he's coaching. Yeah, Jamaica team look tired. That's where you need changes now to change the game. Taylor's come on, he's not being effective. Here comes Canada. They're not up. Good shooting by Dennis. Canada have to keep the ball now. They're not in a hurry. They draw the game. They're up 2-1. They're gonna win the zone. Jamaica got to make sure they don't give another goal. Yeah, I know what the coach is doing. He put on Scott, who's just had a poor tournament, and yet he keeps playing. Now, I'm not gonna blame him for the penalty per se, but that should have been another goal right there. Jamaica is all over the place, and Roach is just manhandling the defense. Because the ball touch your hand doesn't mean it's a penalty. Stop the nonsense. Because the ball touch your hand it doesn't mean it's a penalty, Ricardo. Why do people keep saying that? If the ball touch your hand in the box is a penalty, that's not always the case. Different leagues do different things, though. Not in Europe, they give more easier penalties than in say the English Premier League. Jamaica is all over the place now. Jamaica has just lost the coach with his changes just killed the game. His changes were awful. Now, if he had to make changes, they weren't the right ones. His changes were poor. And the people who came on haven't done anything. Taylor, Scott, and McLean hasn't worked. Jamaica bellies in. And he boots wide. Scott. Oh, I'm sorry, Scott. Scott. I don't know. When Scott get the ball, I just start thinking defense. Okay. As I said, different leagues call penalties differently. I have no idea what the penalty laws are anymore. But I have no idea what Scott is jumping with his hand so high. Here comes Jamaica. Bent, plays it wide. As Dennis, he over dribbles it. He tumbles over. Now, I assume they're saying that you're making your body bigger than it should be, right? So if you hand the ball, deliver the penalty, but are you making yourself bigger? The question you ask yourself, when you jump, do you jump with your hands at your side or you jump to give yourself leverage? So you jump like this. But his hands were like this, and his back was turned. I don't know what Scott was doing, seriously. So you just bring on Leighton. So you put on Scott in front of Leighton. Somebody please tell me what the hell Rudolph Austin is doing. You put on Scott instead of Leighton. What game are we watching? What tournament are we watching? Okay. I don't know what the permutations are. How Leighton comes on so late and Scott gets to come on is mind-boggling. So, does any journalist question Rudolph Austin? Because I would ask him that question. I've watched the games, all the games. Scott has had a poor tournament. Leighton works his butt off defensively. It has been the best offensively for him. And yet Scott keeps getting game after game after game. It's annoying. So you're saying he was trying to hand the ball. Is that what you're saying, Reggae Boyz Reactor? You're saying he was trying to hand the ball. Because that's what you're saying, you know. If it's not natural, you say he's trying to put his hands up there to block the ball, right? While his back is turned. It's not like he was facing the ball and does like this. His back is turned like this. You have your hand like this, and you're saying the player was making no sense. Some people jump like uh-oh. Taylor gonna get a yellow card. Not a very smart move on his part. He hurt the keeper. Taylor, is the Taylor or Leighton? Is it Leighton? He went to block the ball, though. He wasn't trying to hurt the man. It's Leighton. I need to see that again. He went to block the ball. He didn't run into the keeper, but the keeper kicked through him. Let's see what happened. He went for the ball. He went for the ball, actually. He did nothing. That's not a yellow card. He did nothing. He didn't hit the keeper. He slid in front of the keeper. That's not a yellow card. What are we doing in football? He slid in front of the keeper. He didn't hit the keeper at all. So where's VAR? Because that's a mistake. It seemed more like the keeper fake. Look, he may have hit him. The keeper kicked him. He didn't hit the keeper. Okay. I don't understand. Everybody have their views as to how the permutation is going to be. Leighton went for the ball, and he went a space in front of him. The keeper kicked through. That's not a foul on the keeper. I'm sorry. He may have gotten hurt, but it's not a foul on the keeper. It's not. I just saw the replay. That's not a foul on the keeper. He didn't slid into the keeper. He slid in front of him. Keeper want to take a break. Maybe he hit him, but that's ridiculous. Yeah, I don't think it's about his pay grade. I think people have their preference. The coaches have their preference in terms of players. I don't understand how Scott gets to play over Leighton. I'm sorry. I watched Scott the 3 game. He's had poor outings. He started the first game, he was poor. He came on the second game, he was poor. And this game, it's poor again. And he gets to play. And Leighton is on the bench, who I've seen, who's like a second defender that we have outright and who's decent offensively. I just don't see it. Foul against Jamaica. Free kick to good control by Leighton. Leighton should get more game time. If you're going to take off Lal, and you know what? I'm not the coach. He knows what he's doing, I assume. Here comes Jamaica. Ball plays out to Young. Young goes wide. Could move in the box by trying to find between the line. That pass was never there. Campbell Dennis. Ball out to jump. See, we miss Lyle on the field now. When you need something different, you don't have it. Ball crossing the box. Head out by Canada. We're no loss. I mean, Nolan and Lyle on the field. With Bell and Nolan, you have 2 diminutive wingers who are very, very skillful. You have Nolan as a bully in the box. All of that is gone. We have 8 minutes of extra time. You have nothing now. Taylor is not providing that. Scott doesn't provide that. It's poor coaching. Sorry, poor coaching. Now, they're not lose because of the coaching. I think it's poor game management. Poor game management. Substitution pattern is awful. I think he probably picked the right team. He sure as hell changes wouldn't make any sense to me. Those changes cost him the game. And that doesn't even include McLean's back pass, which almost gave away a goal. Scott has not done that. I mean, if you like cussing, Scott not done nothing. Well, Scott maybe a better goal scorer. I don't know, but he hasn't played well. At least Leighton is going to help prevent you from them from scoring. He's great defensively. I watched Leighton play, even the previous round. I don't see a Scott play over Leighton. Sorry. But people have their preferences, right? Reggae Boyz, you may like Scott. I watched Scott play the 3 games. He's been poor. He's been poor. He's got to be better. Maybe he's a better player, just not showing it. Number 14 for Canada look like he's injured. Jamaica should beat Canada. Canada is not that good, people. And number 9 is a very good player. And they play decent ball. They're well coached, so they can play, but they're athletically challenged. They're not that skillful. They play good football. We just not playing smart. And their game management hasn't helped the team. I'm not speaking about anybody. The coach doesn't think. Gardner played well in the first 20 minutes of the last game, but was out of the game after that. I don't know what that's about. I think Bell gives you more. Lyle gives you more than Gardner does. But Gardner was decent. But I don't understand the Scott thing. Here comes Young. Jamaica. They should have won this game easily. This game should have been out of reach. Here comes Jamaica. And that's Howell. What's he playing? Who is that? It's not Howell. Young plays it wide, trying to find Scott. People no pass about the Scott people. Now waste time. And here comes Canada. They're open. Really bad pass. They had a chance to get in on goal and gave it away. Here comes Campbell. Jamaica is wide open now. There's a big gap between the 3 lines of defense. Jamaica's just playing offense. Dennis should have passed that ball a while ago, and he gave it away. He had the pass wide. He delayed. They're going for goal. And that was just miss. Grant was susceptible to a goal right there. He was very vulnerable, and that was close. Yeah, we're kind of lost our shape, our composure. Let's just take the 2-1 and just go to the next round. Because I don't know what we're doing. We have lost everything. It's all over. We're just not playing anymore. That's where you need the captain to rally the team and settle the team down. And Canada just booting the ball up the field. They just want the clock to run out. This was an easy game for Jamaica to win. Their best chance to beat one of the top 3 teams, and they wasted it. And now we just keep going over the top, and it's not working out well. Keeper is out of bounds, should be thrown to Jamaica deep in Canada's territory. We have 4 minutes remaining in the game. Canada still leading by 2-1. That penalty was harsh to me, but if they're saying he makes himself bigger, I don't know why he would. I don't know what he was doing, to be honest. Really not a smart move. But he's young, he'll learn. Here comes Jump. Plays it wide to Campbell Dennis, trying to beat his man wide. Good move by Campbell Dennis. Out of bounds. No, didn't go out of bounds. Out of bounds, goal kick to Canada. What is the referee saying? Not sure what he's saying. Is it a corner? What is it? It's a free kick. It's a free kick. Ball against Dennis was pushed out of bounds. It looked like he's injured also. He's being held. He was dragged down. All right, Jamaica, do what you normally do. Score in the last minute as you have done previously. We need somebody at the far post. Please leave somebody at the far post. Don't just run everybody into the box. Keep somebody at the far post. Somebody should be further to the left. So number 5, McLean. Good corner. Headed out by Canada. Jamaica has it. Shot. Out of bounds. Corner to Jamaica. What are you talking about? Number 6 is Jump. What are you talking about? Number 6 is Jump. What do you mean hyping up? Jump has had a decent game. What do you mean hyping up? What are they looking at? They're looking at something. They're holding it for something. I'm not sure why. This is a handball or was it a foul? If it's case, that would be a penalty. Number 6 is Jump. Jump has had a bad game, people. What has Jump done? What is Reggae Boy Reactor talking about? Let's see. Kick the ball. Oh, his hand. It hit his hand. So you're getting a penalty for that too? Or are you going to say that's a natural position to put your hand where the ball is going? Let's see what happens here. Jamaica not getting this penalty. His hands weren't fully tucked in. They were sort of tucked in, but fully tucked in. They're trying to tell the referee, but the referee says, no, I'm not going to this monitor. Go to the monitor. If they tell you to go to the monitor, go to the monitor. Why are you having discussion? They're saying go look at it. Go look at it. Go look at it. His hand was out, not fully as was what's his name? As was Scott. I know VAR checking, but they're taking too long. If he's backing him, look like he's gonna call for the corner. I don't know what they're doing. They're telling him to wait. I don't think it's going to be a penalty. His hand was it wasn't fully out. Yep, he's going to the monitor. Uh-oh. Let's see if he calls a penalty. If he goes to the monitor, that they're saying they think it's a penalty. Now, the hand wasn't fully out, right? The left hand was farther than the right hand. So they weren't by his side. So we'll see. If he doesn't give the penalty, then we can say the ref is biased. Because he called the penalty before. This will be Jamaica's 4th penalty that they won't get. Let me see something. His hand is out. His hand is out. Yeah, he put his hand up. Yep, that's a penalty. He put his hand up. It's a penalty. He did put his hand up. That's a penalty. He put his hand up. If he had kept his hand by his side, he'd be okay. He put the hand up. See? His hand is down. He puts it up. Watch. His hand behind him. He puts his hand up. Yep. And it was being on target too. Or was he trying to pull it in? I don't know. It's interesting. He had it out. He's trying to pull it in. Too late. It's a penalty. Got to be a penalty. That's got to be a penalty. The referee's arguing. That's a penalty. He could have kept his hand down and it wouldn't be a penalty. But if he's taking so long at the monitor, that means he's trying to argue the case that it's not a penalty. That's interesting. Look, he put his hand out. He put his hand up. I guess he's trying to tuck it in, but if you're trying to tuck it in, that means he wasn't making himself bigger, but he still blocked the shot, which was going on goal. We'll see what happens. If you're taking so long, it should be a penalty. Now the question is, a clear and obvious error? That's the question. The referee's taking long. He's not. VAR is telling him it's a penalty, and he's saying no. Let's see what he does. If he winds it up, it's a penalty. Yep, he winds it up as a penalty. He winds it up. All right, Jamaica, put it away. Come, Jamaica, put it away like they did. Who normally takes penalties? Is that normally no? He kicks it. His hand is out. He put his hand up. Yeah, it's a penalty. Nowadays, people got to put your hand behind your back. I don't know what Canada's trying to do, play mind games. All right, so we're in the 100th minute. We're in the 100th minute because VAR took about 4 or 5 minutes. We had about 3 minutes remaining when the shot was taken. It looked like, who's going to take the penalty? Is that Taylor? Well, the person with the ball doesn't necessarily mean that person going to take the penalty. Penalty is given. Yes, it's a penalty. Let's see what happens. Not sure who's taking it, though. Number 19 for Canada is getting a yellow card. He's not happy about it. You weren't crying when you get your penalty. And that's how you narrow. Whoever's taking the penalty should not stand over the ball. So it's going to be taken by Leighton, it looks like. The ball is moving, too. It's not settled. Come, Leighton, put it away. And play for the ricochet, people. Come on, play for the ricochet. You never know. All right, this is the game, people. Jamaica down 2-1. Leighton with a penalty. He seemed very calm. Then again, he always seems calm, doesn't he? Goal, Jamaica. Goal. 2-2. And these Jamaicans, we know we're going to make the next round now. That's it. Good comeback, boys, again, as usual. Very calm penalty. Very, very calm. No stress. Very nice. Jamaica should be winning this game, though. Seriously. And Leighton should have played over Scott in the first place. Anyway, water under the bridge. What's done is done. 2 penalties later in the game. 1 to Canada, 1 to Jamaica. Now, Jamaica got to play smart defensively. I think Jamaica is through to the next round. That's the most important thing. You know, we don't want to play the US and we don't want to play Mexico. I'd love to play Canada again. He was so calm with that shot. The keeper dived the right way. It was just a little bit too high for him. He dived low. Leighton looked like he just kicked penalties for Sunday morning breakfast. It was a good height to be saved, but the keeper dived low and he went high. I'm not even sure how much time is left, actually. Ball headed out, throw into Canada. Game tied at 2. Canada rushing now because they do want to score. Here comes Jamaica being held. Tripped up. Referee says foul against Canada. Foul against Taylor. Free kick to Jamaica. We are in the, I think I'm about 30 seconds behind. We're in the 103 minute. 103rd minute, what you want to call it. Jamaica not slowing the game down. They're not in a rush. I think Jamaica should try to win the game. Come on, Jamaica, try to win the game. Try to win the zone. You want an easier game in the next round. And both teams are playing for a draw. Jamaica trying to go for the top, trying to find Scott. And Canada boots it away. And both keepers play very high up the field. One of them going to give away a goal in one of these tournaments. Somebody shooting from deep. They play way outside their box. Jamaica look like they're playing for a draw. Not sure what's happening though. Because Canada is not pressuring them. Why aren't we going? What happened? Game is stopped and the cameraman is not focused on the field. So something must be happening they don't want to show. I'm not sure what's happening. We are 14 minutes past the allotted 8. We are 6 minutes past the allotted 8 minutes. If you just join us, people, please hit the like button. Please subscribe and please share the channel. If you haven't hit the like button, just click the like button. It's not going to hurt you. Trust me. Jamaica coming forward. Young had a good game today. So, Reggae Boyz reactor. I mean, if you understand when you talk about jump, I keep talking about number 6. First, I was talking about Campbell Dennis a lot and about Lyle a lot. But I also thought Jump had a good game. I have no idea what you're talking about, Reggae Boyz reactor. But then again, you're the football genius. I am not. So, Jamaica decided to play for a draw. Why are we doing that? Aren't we trying to win the zone? Who decided that we just want to go to the next round? Okay, guess we decided to do that. We assume that we're going to be one of the second best placed teams, so we play, not playing. It's possible. Game is over. That's it, people. Jamaica decided for the draw. They should have won this game pretty easily. Canada is not a better team than Jamaica. And you know, guys know I'm not biased. They're not a better team than Jamaica. Jamaica, to me, look, we struggled to play through the lines, but we had much better opportunities today. Lyle had a sitter. Bell had a sitter. I'm missing another opportunity, but what's the name of the sitter who came on? Taylor had a sitter. We have to do better and put away our chances because they come back and bite you. Is it JPL higher than we are going to play next? Yeah, we're playing next round. Well, are we sure we're playing Canada? I'm not sure about that. I gotta see the breakout first and what the games finish. I would love to play Canada in the next round though. We're playing Canada? I would love to. I think we can beat Canada next time. Okay. I would love to play Canada in the next round. I would agree, Kevin Mitchell. Lyle and Bell should have scored, especially Lyle. I thought it was a sure goal. Lyle is such a brilliant footballer. I just love players who just play with that flair, that comfort, but also he plays smart, actually. He just doesn't try to beat you. Bell want to beat everybody every time. I think Lyle will beat you when he needs to. So we'll play Costa Rica. We don't play everybody. No way of playing. We had much better chances. Canada beat Panama 3-0. Panama dogged us in the first half like game, and then we came back and were the better team second half. Canada drew with Honduras. This Canada team is soft. Apart from number 9 and the center half and one more player, it's not, soft in terms of physicality. They're decent technically. They play good possession football, but they can be beaten. I hope Jamaica play in the next round. No, I don't think so. I think they know what they do, or they did. What you would talk to them about is walk them through the scenario, what were they thinking, and how they should have executed. Sometimes you just miss a goal and I say go. Lyle, to me, just try to go for power. I think she should try to go for placement. I don't want to hear any analysis. Is destiny at this? What does that mean, Rob Smith? Grant is a good keeper. The goal looked a little bit soft, but I think what was happening is he was at the near post, probably too far over to the left initially. He went back right to cover, to give himself a chance to play a go wide, and the ball got deflected and he couldn't react. But Jamaica, look, those of you who follow Jamaica football or follow the U teams know that we were awful in 2024, literally awful. And even though I think this team needs to play better position football, they have improved materially since 2024. Materially since 2024. They have to keep on improving, especially being able to keep the ball. When you play better teams, and as the competition progresses, play better teams, even though Canada's supposed to be one of the better teams, you can't keep giving it all away, because in today's football, people rest on offense, right? You don't get tired playing offense. I keep saying that. You get tired playing defense. So you have to find a way to keep the ball better, to allow yourself to control the game better. Jamaica versus Costa Rica in the quarterfinals. We're not qualified for the World Cup. So all these people came saying we play Canada. They just keep talking, right? It's a very difficult group. I would agree, Wendy. It's a difficult group. And we could have won the group. We should have won the group. Now, having said that, if you go back over the 3 games, Honduras was a better team. Panama was better in the first half. I thought, just in terms of run of play, we were better than Canada in terms of chances created. And we were much better than Panama in the second half of the last game. But in terms of this game, we should have won this game on a canter. So we beat Canada, India. So Canada is not beating us now. We beat them in under 17 to make the World Cup. And we should have beaten them today too. So even though they play good, because even the under 17 played Canada, when the under 17 played Canada, they outpossessed Jamaica by a ton, and still they gave up 3 goals. And they have their national coach coaching their team. But having gotten 15 love in 2024, we have given up just one. We gave up, 2 goals to Panama, 1 to Honduras, even though Honduras peppered our goal, and 1 to Canada. And Grant came through well in this game. Last game, he made what to me should have saved what was not the more difficult shot. Today, he made a brilliant save of the shot from his right going left. So I won't go over post game. I'll just say this, though, which is, first of all, if you're here in the chat, if you're here in the stream, please hit the like button. By the way, if you want to call in, because if you don't call in, I'll close on the stream because I got stuff to do. But if you want to call in and have your say, please do so. Let me give you the number because I'm going to close it down soon. Promise myself not to do any more 3-hour stream, but I keep doing that. So that's the phone number if you want to call in. It's at the bottom of it's running at the bottom. But I will say this, which is I'm very pleased with how we play this game in terms of chances created. I'm still not totally happy about our inability to keep possession, but I'm extremely happy about the chances created, because when we play a lot of times, even the senior team, we don't create enough chances. We have some very skillful wingers. Even though Bell's supposed to play the second forward, he drifted out wide. And we played more of a traditional 3 out wide. We played more of a traditional 4-3-3 today, actually. Today we had Jump and Young and Howell playing a more 10 in the middle. Good afternoon. Hello.
Hey, afternoon, Kranky. How you doing?
I'm doing well. How you doing? Who am I speaking to?
Must win.
Must win. How you doing, Must win? What do you have to say?
Normally I don't call in. I just like to observe and listen.
I'm beat people in that chat, but go on, Must win.
Yeah. Reason why I'm calling in, Kranky, you have to explain to me. You are a lot more knowledgeable than I am when it comes to football.
We all said that. The W7 have no sense, so you can't say that. The W7 idiot.
What I'll say is, you have to enlighten me. Why does he refuse? I'm talking to coach to take off the number 10. We're basically playing 10 against 11. Why does he? I don't get it.
I think some coaches have players they rate a lot. They believe give them the best chance to win. I assume he believes his captain, who is Howard, give him the best chance to win. I think maybe part of Howard's issue is that when last has he played a lot of football? When last has he played football?
I mean, I don't know too much about. I don't know anything about.
Because if you're playing MLS next, you're playing a lot of football, right? If you're in Jamaica, I'm not sure you're playing a ton of football. Maybe I'm wrong. People can tell me, but is he playing a lot of football? Because he hasn't had the best. He and Scott hasn't had the best. They haven't had the best tournament.
And his changes basically just put us under a lot of pressure.
Yeah, last game his changes were brilliant. This game they're left wanting.
So I'm just like you know what? I'll say this. I don't. The youth, Jamaican youth, they have talent. But
Yeah, no, they have talent. They have talent. Yeah.
Coaching remains a problem, bro. It's a problem.
Well, I'm gonna say, well, coaching generally, but this is more like game management. So we got to bifurcate between how you guide the players and coach them in a regular environment, and then there's how you manage the game, right? Do you situations? Do you reposition the team? Do you reposition your defense? Do you press, not press? Do you change your strategy? How you make changes? How you match up well with the other team? Those are like game management situation, which is different from how I coach you in every day about how to control and use space and shoot and all that. So
right. Yeah, because I'm watching it, but what I do like, what I do notice, the guy that scored, what's his name?
Nolan.
No. One that scored a penalty.
Oh, Leighton.
He presses hard.
Oh yeah. His defense is exceptional.
Yeah, he pressed hard.
Yeah.
I know he should be coming on before the guy that gave the penalty for the other team every time.
Yeah, I don't know how Scott. I'm as an observer, I don't understand. But maybe I'm missing something. Maybe Reggae Boyz Rector can tell the people why he plays Scott so much and Leighton doesn't get as much game time. Leighton started the first game, he came on late the second game, and he came on late this game. So the coach is not pleased with him then.
Simultaneously, I was watching your chat and looking at JD's chat, and it's synonymous. Everyone was complaining about the number 10.
Okay.
I can see it. As far as the commentators, I'm like, if we can see it, how come the coach doesn't see it?
Look, sometimes coaches believe that the certain players getting a bit. The coaches are not trying to lose the game, right? He's not trying to lose the game. And I've always said this though, that if you're a coach in today's sports, you should have somebody way up in the stands, having a feel-eye view to give you perspective on how the game is going, and leverage their perspective. It better inform you, because when you're on the sideline, sometimes you don't see the game as much. You're so caught up in the game. You're seeing it, but you're not seeing it from a certain level. And I think you need someone in the stands sitting down saying, what I'm seeing when I'm surveying the field, this is not working, that's not working. And you bring your minds together to figure out what direction to go in. Yeah, but he's not having but Howell and Scott are not having a good tournament.
And then my other observation is, what's the guy? I don't remember his name. The guy, the winger that he took off. Why did he take him off?
Lyle, yeah.
Was he injured?
No, I think he just take him up. I assume Nolan must be injured. I assume Nolan is injured, and I assume Braun must be injured or something. I don't know what it is. Okay. But he took off those players. Yes, I'm not sure.
Okay. That's just, I'm not trying to bash him, and I realize the players are young.
Right. Yeah, exactly. We got to be very careful about how we talk about some of these players.
Anyone who's a family member or friend listening, I'm not bashing Howell, but he's just not playing well, and it's obvious, bro. It is obvious. We're playing against 10 against 11. It's just obvious.
Well, you know, if the coach was look, I shouldn't say the coach. You know, if I was a coach, what I would do? I would play a double pivot with Jump and Young. I would put Bell in the 10. I would put Leighton to the right, Lyle to the left, and Nolan up front. I think in the defense, you still have Campbell Dennis. To me, that's the best attacking team. And how I wouldn't start. Because what Bell does, he's such a confident player. He's going to create havoc if he's playing behind the forward. He's going to create havoc. Right? And he'll be playing a lot with Lyle because they link up really, really well. I think Leighton helped cover off, may not be great offensively in this tournament, but he doesn't stop working. He picked up a yellow card today, pressuring the goalkeeper. So you need that in your team. You need that in your team.
He presses. I see that.
Yeah.
I see that. So I'm impressed with him. Like I said, I think the youth, they have talent, but I think it requires good coaching to get the best out of them. You know what I mean? I really do. So they
have talent. They have talent. They have talent. Some of them are very good players, actually.
You know what? I remember, because like I said, most of the times I just watch your streams. But I remember you having a conversation with Rudolph Speed.
Right.
He suggested, hey, maybe you need to get a Spanish coach or someone of that ilk. And then he pushed back against it so hard. And then when I look at this now, I'm like, man, I don't even understand.
Yeah, no, I said a coach from Spain, because I don't want to make people think it's a Argentinian coach or a Peruvian and the reason why I said this is because they have a system. Now, I gave him two suggestions. One is send a delegation to Spain. If you have to have a prime minister to their president, they have problems in Spain between, the Catalonians and the rest of the population, but send a delegation there. Go talk to their federation about how they put their system together. Because what Spain did, I forgot when they made the decision, they sort of reconstructed their football, right? This ticket-tacker football just come out of the moon. They reconstructed it. I even sent him the strategy document from Spain, and it was thrown in the garbage, I was told, so that's okay. It was my document, Spain's document. So
why would you almost seem as if people in charge they're averse to help? Why?
Well, no, I mean, if you think you're in we all are arrogant in our own way in terms of what we think we know and how good we are at the jobs that we do. And if somebody's trying to give you some guidance and perspective, and you don't probably have respect for that person's perspective, they think you know 10 times better, then you may not assume or take their suggestion. My suggestion is always this. Are you smarter than people who run like Amazon, for example? Because they seem to want feedback from everybody, right? Because what you do is you make sense of the nonsense or you make sense of the sense. If someone gives you an idea, you have to assess it and the feasibility of it, and does it make sense? And then you figure out you execute against it. You don't just disregard it or say it's nonsense. You take it, you digest it, you assess it, and then you make an informed decision. But just disregard it because it didn't come from you or come from somebody who you respect or somebody who you know, that may not be a good idea.
Our decision making of the people at the top, it's just poor, and it's just poor, and that's one of the main reasons why we didn't make it to the World Cup. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I hear you, sir.
But I won't hold up your time.
Yeah, man, Bossman. Thanks for the call. Appreciate it, sir.
All right.
All right, people, I'm going to close on the stream. But before I go, I want to say this. Reggae Boyz Reactor said, can't believe we didn't lose to Panama. Yes, I would agree. It's amazing. Now, we expected this team to do better than the last one, given how they romped through the Caribbean. But it's not like they were playing great football, especially playing out through the lines that we think they'd do that well. Good evening.
Yeah, Kranky.
Yes.
Yeah, man. Clive gone here at Atlanta.
Hey, Clive, how you doing? I was down your guys' neck of the wood recently,
Oh, okay, cool. You came to the game, right?
No, I didn't go to the game. I have family down there, so I was down there for I was down there for 3 weeks. That's why I wasn't doing a lot of streaming.
Oh, okay, cool. Next time, give me a shout, man.
Yeah, man. Bless
you. Listen, so I have 2 issues.
Right.
All right. Now, one, it doesn't matter what a coach does or instruct the players to do. If you get easy chances and don't put them away, you're going to put yourself in trouble.
That's true.
Right? That's one. Then now, the coach, right? I'm looking at the back line and I'm going to say they were playing poorly. I mean, in terms of passing the ball and whatever. And yet, each time they get it, instead of trying to move forward, they put the goalie in such a, I don't know, I'm going to say pressure. All the ball was going back to the goalie. He was tired even before the game, even halftime, because he got so much of the ball than even a link man or a forward man. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I think we struggle, Clive, to play behind the first line of defense. So we're not confident in the ball enough to. If you watch football nowadays, you watch Spain play or watch Arsenal play. PSG does a better job than Arsenal. But what they do is they put in the first line of defense and they play the ball in different angles to beat that line of defense. So then you're scrambling because your second line have to come up and then you have more space to play. Because we can't play past the first line to get behind them, to get to our midfield, then you have to go back to the keeper because you don't have a lot of options. You either go long or you go back to the keeper. Or you go back to the defender who's wide and so you're not making progress up the field. So how do I get confident on the ball to even drop a shoulder? Because we don't drop shoulders, You don't see anybody in midfield dropping shoulder. Right, and dismiss someone to then make a pass. We don't do that really, really well, actually. Or if we do it and we get it, we stay on the ball too long. We're not moving the ball quickly enough and finding space to make the pass. So what we do, we get it, and Howell get it, and he dribbles. And he takes 4 touches versus taking 1 touch or 2 touch, and he turns it over. And then you're scrambling because your defense is now out of whack. Yeah. So that's coaching, actually. That's coaching.
Right, because, I mean, the kids are young kids, so I don't want to put too much blame on them in terms of positioning and all of that, because... they must.
Well, no. When you're under 20, no. If you're under 17, you can say yeah. Under 20, no. You're almost a big man now. Because your next level of play, you play JPL, MLS, Premier League. Think about it. When you
That's true,
pass
too.
17, 18, now Nolan are 16, some of them young still. Lyle young, Nolan young. But when you pass 17, 18, you're a big man football, you're a player. So you need to have those fundamentals down in terms of how you play. And look at Barcelona, for example, and their midfield. A lot of babies in their midfield now. But
Right,
they're
that's
so
true.
well coached, they make it look easy. So
Oh
we
boy.
have
Well,
to
I wish
find a
them
way
all the
to
best, but
yeah man
yeah,
yeah man yeah man
yeah,
we
man.
all do. I think we all do. We all want to do well. We all want to do well. And wait, first of all,
Right.
the first thing is we are very proud of them. Actually, we are
Yeah.
very very proud of them. At least I know I'm very proud of them because we may complain about the game, we may complain about situation, we may complain about the Honduras game and the first half of Panama game, but they play with a lot of heart, and it showed by when you score 3 goals in the last 5 minutes. 2 in the last kick of the game, it says a lot about how much will you have, how much you want to succeed, and that you never give up situation. So the
That's
kids should
true.
be commended. They scored in the last part of the game in each of the last 3 games. And even when they played against Panama and were destroyed in the first half, it was a different team in the second half. So they should be commended.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, man.
All right, respect.
Yeah, man.
All
Bless up.
right,
Thanks for the call.
cool.
All right,
Yeah,
cool.
man.
I don't know 8 players in the diaspora playing 2022. I don't remember that. In the 2022, we had 14 players who wanted to play for Jamaica and they were not allowed to play. I had a list. All had passports, except maybe 1 or 2. We had Janera Johnson, we had Tyrese Saul who played for the senior team. They were on a list of 14 players, very good players. Man U, Arsenal, Tottenham, bunch of players. And Jamaica decided not to play them because they want to play the local players. Now, in this time around, it's the same situation. We didn't have no 14 players this time. I shouldn't take this call. This is the last call of the day. I'm done. 5 minutes. Who am I speaking to?
Fisherman.
5 minutes, Fisherman. I'm tired.
Yeah, man. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Why me that expect me that wonder when you go back to that same something, Kranky. You really going back there, man?
Fisherman, what you have is a fisherman. Coming up in the night today.
How much player you did have? How much player did you
I
have?
just put up a sign where he said 8 players played in the diaspora. Didn't that, this time I comment? I just put up. I comment on that comment. I comment on that post, isn't it? That's what I commented on the post. Did I bring up diaspora? Did Reggae Boyz react? I bring it up and I responded to it.
No, you shouldn't bother respond to that, man.
Oh, okay. So you should tell me what I should respond to. All right, my boss. All right, boss. Tell me what to respond to. Wait, boss. Tell me what to respond to. Since I run the program, tell me what to respond to.
No, man. You beat that out. You beat that out the whole of last year, man.
Me beat that forever. Me not like injustice. Me not like injustice.
How much did we come this year?
I don't know. Only because we didn't. There's a difference. Sometimes. So let me tell you how this works, Fisherman. Get up pen and paper. People like Devon Porter. And there's somebody else, I call him names, so I'm not calling him name. They do a lot of recruit. In fact, he recruited this year. The same person recruited this year. They had about 5 or 6 players, but 4 of them get injured. So they'll put them name in. But some of them want to come, and let's just say the receptiveness is not there for them to come. Let me just put
Anyway.
Wait, no, you asked me a question. Let me answer the question. The receptiveness is not there for them to come. And Jeff Hotel said they don't have no money, so them can't pay for them. So, look, it doesn't matter who come or not. The kids did well. Them forget them prayers.
That is what I'm going to. These sort of players, most of them playing in the round before this, and most of us say them want reinforcement, and them get few players, and few of them come, and I think couple of them must be injured.
Plunkett got injured and went back home. Plunkett got injured from Man U.
Yeah, so we almost have the same squad where we did have in the last round. And people were saying...
Except for the right back never come in and get released by him club. The right back never come in and get released by him club.
The right back, I say some club issue. Turn up.
Yeah, never get released.
So, I congrats these youth to step up. And the thing I like with them, them have a spirit, never say die attitude when me like. But them play till the last whistle. And that's why them end up score, 3 late goal?
Yep.
3 late goal. And I have to give them a lot of respect. People cussing the coach, talking about coach. Now, this coach here, coach him in the first round. Now him come up against even Jesse Marsh, who coached the senior team, coaching the under 20. And I see him sit down on the bench, shaking his head. And then you still have people come and criticize our coach.
Fisherman.
So,
Fisherman.
yeah.
Let me say that to you. Tuchel from England made the semi-final of the World Cup, right? Right?
Yeah.
Did he get blasted for him decision making? Yes or no? So coaches get criticized. If you don't agree with the coach, you'll criticize him. If you don't agree with the coach, you'll criticize him. That's how it go. Nobody's about criticism. I'm sure Jesse Marsh is going to get criticized for drawing with Jamaica.
Yeah, man. Beating the coach. Because most of we are beating the coach because I'm a local. Most of us beating the coach
Fisherman,
because he's local.
let me cut you off.
Yeah, well, if you want to cut me off.
Fisherman. Did people beat McLaren? Fisherman, did people beat... No, answer the question, no? Fisherman, don't be a hypocrite. Answer the question. Did people beat McLaren? Yes or no?
Yes.
Is he local?
No.
Oh, okay. I thought so. Did people beat Halgrimson when he was here? Did Halgrimson get beaten? You know Halgrimson did well? Did he get beaten when he was here?
So, Kranky.
We don't answer the question now. Did Halgrimson get beaten when he was here?
Almost.
Yes or no? Answer the question. No, more answer the question.
Yeah, yes.
Was he local? Was he local?
Sure.
Was he
Yes,
local?
Kranky, yes. Yeah.
So you're refuting your own argument. No, the reason I'm getting so excited about it is because you're making a statement which you have no facts to substantiate. Most coach from most team get beaten. Arteta, nobody get more beaten than Arteta. And win for Arsenal now, and win for the first 6 years. You get beaten if you don't do well. That's what life is.
Well, the coach, you get beaten when you don't do well.
Yes.
When this coach is doing well. This coach can win the first round and people are crucifying. And in start out this round, and people start crucifying him. And
nobody crucify him in the first round. Nobody crucify him. Nobody crucify him. No. Stop. Don't tell the untruth. Nobody crucify him for the first round. The only thing people say about the first round was this: is that the players need to play better and keep the ball better. That's all them said. Nobody crucify him. In fact, the JFA was playing at the best team. But Fisherman, you come on this program and make statement, but not go so.
I'll give the coach a lot of props. Give the coach a lot of props. For where him take the team from in the first round till now. People say when he meet up on the better team, the team them go and run over us. It not happen. And we play 3 games, we don't lose none, and we go to the next round.
So Fisherman, you know that talk. Let me just say something. A couple of things, people. First of all, people give Austin a lot of hard time in the last game, right? About the team selection. He made the changes at halftime. You could ask the question, there were brilliant changes, why did you start those players? Right? But he got his praise for the changes because they were effective. He got beaten in this game because he made changes were ineffective. And he started some player. Nobody complained about the starting team, you know. They complain about certain players who were playing. They complained about Howell since the first game. They complained about Scott since the first game. They didn't play well.
Every coach have them player with them.
Exactly. I said that during the stream. I said that.
Have their player that they put their trust in. And if him not lose with them on the field, I think he's going to continue to play them. Because at the end of the day, his job on the line, is his reputation on the line, and him pick who feel can carry through and carry him to the next round.
That doesn't mean I agree with you, but I've said this during the stream, which is the coach pick who them comfortable with, give him best chance. They think give him best chance to win. Doesn't mean you can't disagree with them.
Yeah, but all when we going through, all when we almost with the on the brink of qualify now, and you still have people are calling and tell you about the coach.
Yes, them say Howell is not playing well and he shouldn't be starting. That's a fair comment. They say Scott, who gave away the penalty, is not playing well. He probably shouldn't play over Leighton. Those are fair comments.
Yeah, but football is a thing like this. You start a player today and him play good. And you take him off of the bench and him play good. Tomorrow you take him off of the bench again and you say a rank change. The change will make
you know what's funny, Fisherman? You know what's funny? You know the coach substantial people are saying? the last game he made 3 changes, right? Who came on and changed the game. He started those 3 players. He started those 3 players this game, didn't he? Which means he made a mistake the first half of the previous game. That's what it tells me.
What? No, I mean, I want you don't say make a mistake. Trim he never start 3 players and he change them and start him now. That means he didn't make a mistake.
Yes, to me, because he just started in the previous game.
So each time when you play a player and him no perform, and you play the one who upon the bench, where you say the coach make a mistake.
What you're saying is he's a reactive coach, and he's only reacting to outcome. He's not reacting to facts, circumstance, and situation. That's what you're saying. He's a reactive coach.
The thing is, when you're in training with the players them. You know the players them. You watch them.
Yes, that's true. If you
pick team from half a training, and when the player you put him out there and him don't perform, what you want to say the coach make the wrong choice and put him out there?
Yeah, but but Fisherman, the fallacy in your argument is this: you don't have that much time to train between games to make that determination. I agree with you. Sometimes a player get games, say, how him get game over the man there? But the coach use training as a basis to assess players and say, should I play them or not? But if you only have 2 days between games where you're in recovery, you don't have enough time to have training to then use training as a basis for selection. You don't. Not between games.
Okay. All right, my opinion is, Kranky, as I said, I give the player them a lot of credit. Because me as a man, when it comes down to coaching and players, I give player more credit than coach. That is me. And I give in the player them
for national teams, yes. For national teams, yes. I don't do that.
Giving the player them a lot of credit. And I give the coach credit, yes, but I'm giving the player them the most credit because them out there on the field and them what I like with them, if them get scored on, they don't drop them head, them don't drop them shoulder and decide to listen, it done. Them still fighting to the last result, and I respect them for that. The senior team can take some page out of this team book. The senior team. If the senior team did have some guts like this team here, we would have played at the World Cup that finished with it. Yeah. So I'm giving them credit.
Yeah, but I want you to take a comment about we just criticize local coach. If you take that back, that's a poor comment. Coach, fisherman, when you go on like a Jamaica, you look like you don't live in one fish bowl, you know. We don't fisherman. Fisherman. You have team outside of Jamaica you support?
Yeah, Chelsea, I'm a team.
You know, coach the coach them. Sometimes, first of all, good team. You know, coach them. You know, coach them. Exactly, fisherman. That's what we do. That's what we do as fans. Because we don't make no decision. We do some fisherman. We have the best seat at the house, you know. We can stay in our living room and we can go again when we coach. Because we don't make no decision. Because we may have done the same thing the coach outdoor. So that's our latitude we have as fans. Right? We have the best. We don't fisherman. We always make the best decision. We're never wrong. We always make the best decision. That's how we stay as fans, you know. Coach can't if coach not win, a bad decision he makes.
That's true. But when we want all of the people who criticize the coach, if we qualify, I want to come here. Don't come and say I want to give him some credit. Give him some credit. Don't come here and say them lucky and find out this bag of attitude. Give the coach credit too. If he qualify the team, come here and give him credit. I don't want to come and find some farmer excuse and find say actually the team never score upon Jamaica, that's why Jamaica qualify and one bag of thing.
They don't score that good defensive play, they don't score upon a good defensive play.
If the team qualify, come here and give the coach some props. Same like I want to criticize him before he qualify. If he qualify, come here and give him some props.
Yeah. No, look, I agree with you. He should get props. I disagree with him in some of his changes, but I bifurcate between what you do in the training ground and what you do during the game. Because sometimes some coaches don't do brilliant coaches on the training ground. Game management, they flutter, get flustered, and they make bad decisions. Right? To me today, Scott hasn't done enough to me to warrant playing over certain players. He's not last resort. Leighton to me should play over Scott, given his defensive. He's not worse than Scott offensively, and he's brilliant defensively. So I wouldn't play Scott over Leighton. I just couldn't do that. I couldn't. Yeah. So, what's the difference of opinion? Him feels like Scott for player, me not think him should play. And Howell, people say Howell play every game, every minute, and them not see it because Howell look out of shape.
Yeah, well, to be frank, tell you the truth, him not look like the oil we playing at the last set, the first round.
Because he probably not playing a portion of football.
And me think him I put on too much weight.
Yeah, I mean, somebody called me and said, when I was them call him, I don't want to say it out loud, but it wasn't a complimentary term about him physical disposition.
Yeah, it seems like he's a youth where him have to watch him weight. He
Maybe eat less.
Yeah, he look like somebody with easily put on weight.
Yes,
He have to watch him weight.
Yeah,
I watch him in the match against the US team with Mount Pleasant, you know. And I was watching the game and I said, him look extra slow and him kind of look weighty. You know?
Yeah.
So somebody have to go talk to him. They have to go sit him down and talk to him. As if him continue upon that same.
So what do you think about my suggestion? Which I think at some point, if he plays Leighton, Bell, Nolan, Lal, that's a better front four than a Scott, Nolan, Howell, and Bell. I think it's a better front four.
When me think. Well, as me say,
you know what answer? You know what answer? Cause then you go against the coach. You know?
No. Me I work with the coach. Me I work with the coach. That me I do. Me I work with the coach. Me I work with the coach. Me I work with the spectator. Them
I'm in my living room. So yeah, you're right. It's a difference.
Yeah. Me don't want to do like what? Cause you say you give like how you get speedy a template and in dash.
Should I get it?
That's not garbage.
Yeah, somebody didn't say should I get it? Say yeah, should I get it? Wait. That was Spain strategic planning now. Spain will win the World Cup strategic planning now. So say no more than Spain. No.
But that means it don't work for Jamaica still.
No, but I'm just saying you can learn from other people, right? You don't have to implement everything. You may not have the resources, you may not have the players.
Yeah.
But you pick from everybody. You pick from different things. You pick sense out of nonsense or sense out of sense. So let me see.
Yeah. But maybe I work with somebody else template, you know. Because maybe I know you alone give him something, you know. So
true. That's true. Maybe it's the source. Maybe the source of the document. Maybe the source. You know, and tell them about some boy. Me give him something. I'm take. So maybe a source. Maybe I'm here the problem.
Nah, man. You don't think so? You think him go through and you see your own and you say no, so that this time.
No. Me say to him directly. No. Me say to him directly. Me never send it to no alternate source. Me say to him directly. Like I'm just send you something. Say, how can you call me? That was the engagement. Me say, hold on this, because you probably can't use this. And then I said, I don't seek him talk to him. And he said, what do you do? You're trying to don't it? Can I argue about something? I say, yeah, you're trying to garbage. I say, all right. I'm not gonna take it personal. So
I tell him straight up that should not
garbage. No, the garbage is your email, you know, so you know you have to want the garbage email, but probably the junk file. You have like garbage.
Maybe you gotta tell that to tell me I take something out there too.
I would hope so, because they are the best football team in the world. They won the Euros, they won the World Cup. They must be doing something right. Right?
Anyway, as we say, we're going to rebuilding now, and more glad I hope this team qualify and some of these youth come through.
Well, you know what I'm glad about? I'm glad it's a local coach who's coaching this team and they're doing well.
Yeah, I'm glad. And whether it was local, if it was overseas.
No, because we need local coaches to do well. We need local coaches to do well.
Yeah, no, I want the local coach to do well.
Yeah,
I want them to do well. And I want them to get the chance to do well. Well, some people don't want that to happen, but me want that to happen. Because there is some way, somehow we have to build the coaches them local. We have to get them up to speed. Especially when people are complaining about local versus foreign now, you wait, it'll get worse. And not with England, with the US, you stay there. Because unlike England, which now have half the population of the US, if them players that play football in the US, you're only going to have more and more who probably have closer ties to Jamaica. I've said this like 3 times now in 3 different streams. Who going to play for Jamaica? Trust me. Because they have the proximity. Miami is an hour next door, right? Different places like US, New York at 3 and 4 hours. Them spend enough time at Jamaica. Some of them born there and them come here or vice versa. Next generation of players are coming from US versus coming from England. Brandon good, you know, Kranky. We don't have a problem, you know. Is it Brandon good? And the team are improve. No matter what man talk, when they see the team are improve, you know, people see results that come true.
Well, they may be more accepted, I think also. I think they may be more accepted.
But when I see the result and when we look on the player them a play out there, them don't look special, we have a problem.
Yeah, no, and that's fair. That's fair. That's fair. If they're not better than who you're producing locally, because they have to be their citizens, so it doesn't matter. But the better players should play, or the players that fit the coach's system should play. So that's why Scott play over Leighton. But Scott and Leighton are both locally born. So anyway,
them fit in our system and them a play, I don't have a problem. Me don't tell you say they're good if they're good. If they're not good, me don't tell you say they're not good. They might try.
all right, yeah, man.
Anyway,
Thanks for the call, sir. Yeah, man. Thanks for the call. Bless up.
And I hope your Knicks win the boss the championship.
Yeah, it's been my year. Knicks win, Arsenal win. I'm a winner.
I see a
Under 20 I win. I'm a winner.
You see a whole heap of changes are going on over in the back. Whole heap of change, man, a left team where you never expect.
Yeah. Everybody try to win. Everybody try to do them. Everybody try to do something cute to win, right?
Everyone got a team up with when name this brother we can keep.
My team up with Brown, my team up with MB, my team up with yeah.
And then when in the Gambaka Toronto.
No, in a Gambaka, no. This trade is not culminated yet. The trade not done yet. Him have issues. No, him get paid off the books. Him do like what Chelsea do with to do Abramovich. Instead of a whole company to get paid off the books, because they want to try circumvent salary cap. Hold it something.
You see Leonard still, if me have a franchise, me don't want Leonard am my franchise.
Well, he's won championship with multiple teams. So
this man here, you know, to say the man got the man them team, and the man not play one full season and the man them team for him go there.
He might get paid enough money.
And I think so some of him purposely sit down. Sometimes you see the man sit down up in a royal box, sit down with his family. And the team out there want help and the man just sit down up there. I say, this brother just a collect people their money every year. And as him feel, if one is strong a year, pull out. He's saying, please. Fisherman.
You don't know the man in situation. You say that. You don't know him situation.
Yeah, some of them, man. You see, as MB feel like him, me have a problem with MB and in fitness still, you know. But you see, when we respect with him, every time you see, sometimes they go play at the injury. You see, Leonard, him not going nowhere. Him make sure him sit down up in him feel nothing at all. And by go there and play 2 games and take back seat again. You see, you just say nah play.
He is injury prone. From he got injured against Golden State when Golden State man jumping in
franchise. No franchise no put up no money to take it. Waste of time.
But he won a championship in Toronto.
Yes, he may win. I don't say never win a championship.
Yeah.
But he left from Toronto. Go where the team then
Clippers. Clippers.
Then them league. No man, them not go one. You know, go one team first before him go Clippers.
I can't recall.
I never Clippers straight in go. Clippers straight in go.
Clippers in go man. I mean, leave from Spurs. Go Toronto.
From Spurs go Toronto.
Then Toronto him go Clippers, right?
They win it at Toronto.
Yeah, man, Clippers him go man.
And then they never go on. Him never go on. Him and
Paul George were Clippers.
Yeah, all right. Clippers.
Yeah. Clippers.
He go to Clippers. I'm the same sit down almost season there. He don't play one full season. Him and go to Clippers. Don't play one full season. The man just every minute you see the man sit down for a bench or sit down in the stands. I look down. Then give the man them nothing for them money where they spend on him.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, man. All right. Thanks, Fisherman. Bless up.
Yeah, man. Respect.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, Owen. That's my point, Owen. That's my point, Owen. That is my point, Owen. Definitely my point. I think they will get much less fight. Much less. First of all, the proximity does work. Proximity works. Association work. Continuous liaison with Jamaica. Think about it. So when players can go to Jamaica go training now, and vice versa. And some of them are started from under 17, under 15 to under 17. They have camps in the US for these players who play for Jamaica. So the parents also are much more connected in a lot of instances. Right? So in England, it's like we're now in second generation, third generation. If you think about the Windrush, after World War II, other people went, and then their kids, and then their kids. So yeah, And there's a much larger population in the US than in England. So it's going to be interesting how it works out going forward. That's good. Yep, I agree. All right, people. First of all, before you go, hit the like button, subscribe, and share the channel. I'm going to close the stream down. But first, I want to say congratulations to Coach Rudolph Austin. Good job, Coach. We may disagree in certain things, you and the fans, including myself. But you have done something which we haven't done for a while. And what's more important, if we compare the last time we played in this tournament versus now, it's truly night and day. You could have actually won the group if your players had just put away their chances, but they're still making second round. The players should be commended because they are fighters. They have hearts of lions, and it's demonstrated on the field. And I am very happy for the team and hope continued success going forward. My last point I'm going to make is congratulations to the Sunshine Girls. Is that what they call them? The netball team, because I watched them, kind of peep and watch them today. And they beat Australia, which is huge. If you follow any netball or understand the history of netball and how great the Australians have been and how dominant they've been, I think it's been sort of Australia, New Zealand, England, and Jamaica. But Jamaica is always number 4. And they beat them today. Very tight game. Australia had a tight chance to tie in the last shot, but they missed. And congratulations to the team at the Commonwealth Games. We're winning a lot of goals. Last time I checked yesterday, we were second in the tables. Congratulations. You're making Jamaica proud. So Jamaica is on the map continuously for an island of 2.9 million people and about 7 million in diaspora. We're little but we're taller. Well, which is really little more. We're big because we're loud and enough. But anyway, thanks for being here. Appreciate you being here. Have a wonderful evening. And I'll see you when I see you. Peace out.